Okay, refresh it. Go to the production room again. You're gonna have to refresh it again and get a new one. It's not quite. Do you need this? Okay. See it on there? Okay. Now let's go back in the other room. Oh, that music is good. Go down to this filler music.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Hi, I'm Megan Kregel, a dairy farmer in Clayton County. As our local student athletes take the field or court this year, the ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up is in the real meat and real dairy foods grown right here in Iowa. Livestock farmers like me are proud to raise high-quality proteins that support health, energy, and performance. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Stop in at Nightingale Drug in Guttenberg to find that perfect gift for that special occasion. We have Silver Stars jewelry line, Gans and Carson home decor, Simply Noel purses and bags, Melissa and Doug toys and baby items. Need that last-minute greeting card? Stop in and see our large selection. We have something for every occasion. Nightingale Drug, your small-town, family-friendly business located along Highway 52 in Guttenberg.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in northeast Iowa, Lanny Keel and Sarah Zabor, your New York Life agents in Garnavillo, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach your team a solid win on Tuesday night, beating a nice Turkey Valley team 45-42 to improve to 12-3, 9-2 in the conference. Tell me about that win.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well for stints of the game, Dan. Obviously, in the fourth quarter, we went up by about 7 or 8. Turkey Valley closed the gap. We struggled a little bit taking care of the basketball. We had 20-some turnovers, and that's something that from time to time has hurt us. But nevertheless, we secured the win at the free throw line, shooting them very well from there. And defensively, I thought we did a really good job against their better players. All
right, so now let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, it'll be the same 5 that we've been starting since Christmas break. So Delaney Sharp will start for us, point guard position. Hannah Ash and Lexi Lone and Haley Frieden are guards. And then Ashlyn Sharp starts for us in the post.
And again, a number of kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, we got a four-game stretch here with no practice, so a lot of time for our bench that needs to step up, show our depth. So we have a senior, Caitlin Wiley, that comes off the bench for us, along with a couple juniors, Carly Kleesner and Allie Fikert, and then our sophomores that come off the bench are Grace Keel and Gracie Kumper.
All right, now turning our attention to Clayton Ridge. I know you defeated them earlier this season. What do you kind of remember about that game?
Well, we had the game in hand in the third quarter, and then, again, turnovers led to a game that got closer than it needs to be. So we got to take care of the basketball, and Coach Funk's done a nice job with them. They've been improving. They got a nice win against West Central the other night over there. And we have to take care of the basketball against their 1-3-1. Obviously, it's important that we get into the paint and distribute the basketball from there. I think that's a key to our success, is just really trying to get the ball in the middle of the court, try to utilize different avenues to get to the basket.
Yeah, and I think that leads to better free throw opportunities, right?
Exactly right. We have some pretty good free throw shooters. Since break, Haley Frieden shot over 80%. Delaney Sharp's up there at 79, 78%. Even Ashlyn Sharp shot the ball well for us the other night. And from the free throw line, Hannah Ash, Lexi Lone, just go up and down. Grace Keel shot over 60% from the free throw line. So we got to attack the rim, and we got to do it strongly so that we can get to the free throw line.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
When every minute of your day counts, it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Freedom Bank's online banking and mobile banking services, for example. You can access your accounts from your computer or your smartphone, allowing you to bank from home. You can even pay your bills online with our Bill Pay feature. Freedom Bank's online banking and mobile banking keeps your accounts close at hand. Call today for more information. Freedom Bank, Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukegan, and Decorah. Member FDIC. When in Guttenberg, stop into Sode's Green Acre Country Market and Cafe. Sode's can make you lunch as you browse their gift shop. We have a great selection of spirits, wine, and craft beers, along with a gourmet food section. Looking to shop local? We have a great selection of Iowa-made items, handcrafted soaps, candles, honey, and syrup.
Mom. When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
When in Guttenberg, stop into Sode's Green Acre Country Market and Cafe. Sode's can make you lunch as you browse their gift shop. We have a great selection of spirits, wine, and craft beers, along with a gourmet food section. Looking to shop local? We have a great selection of Iowa-made items, handcrafted soaps, candles, honey, and syrup. We also have jewelry, books, toys, home decor, and so much more. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in the Big Blue Building in Manchester, Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC.
Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barons along with Gibson Barons. We welcome you to Elkader, and it is Upper Iowa Conference basketball again tonight on KCTN and live video streamed on KCTN.com and our YouTube channel as well. Here we go, the rematch with Clayton Ridge and Central, joined by my special boy for this ball game tonight.
Yeah, back here for the rematch. I wasn't here for the first one, filling in for Aaron Hammond tonight. But yeah, back here, Upper Iowa Conference battle between two classics, Central and Clayton Ridge.
And I know you took part of these ball games as a player, and I know, of course, as well as a coach from the Postville side as well. So we appreciate you joining us for this ball game tonight here on KCTN. All right, the Clayton Ridge girls come in with their most complete performance against West Central on Tuesday night. They won 47-34. But some down news for them, losing Samantha Spielbauer.
Yeah, Spielbauer, I had a really fun stat coming into the ball game, averaging over 4 fouls a game, which is just unheard of and crazy. And she is basically an engine out there for their team, and she played really well in that game. But some bad news, as you mentioned, she's probably out for the season that we have heard. So that's a big blow for a team that's already been struggling so far this year.
And again, caused problems for teams defensively, and the big thing is for them is she has given them that spark that they have needed, averaging over 5 points and nearly 7 rebounds a ball game. So now, obviously, Camden Deitmeyer leads them offensively in scoring and rebounding. How do they look to regroup tonight for them? First off, quickly.
Yeah, you have to get Deitmeyer involved. That's the biggest problem with this Central team is they don't really have an inside presence. Camden Deitmeyer is going to be the tallest girl on the court every second she's out there. So get her the ball. That's the only issue. Got to get her the ball.
Central girls, I would say a complete performance for them on Tuesday night. They beat Turkey Valley 45-42.
Yeah, they've done a really good job replying after that tough North Valley loss that knocked them 2 games back of MFL Marmac in the standings. So good recovery against Turkey Valley on Tuesday night, as you mentioned. They're looking to build on that tonight.
All right, so Central here, and they've got a big ball game with MFL Marmac coming up next week. But obviously the concern tonight is this is their first of 4 games in a row. They play tonight, they play on Friday night, and then, of course, they have Southwind tomorrow night. Then they've got North Fayette Valley on Monday, MFL Marmac on Tuesday. This is where it's nice to have the depth that Coach Wiley has.
Yeah, and the rescheduling that put NFE and MFL Marmac back-to-back for them, an NFE team that I mentioned previously has already beaten this Central girls team. So the rescheduling not really very helpful for Central in their Upper Iowa Conference title hopes.
Yeah, and they would need MFL Marmac to stumble because the Bulldogs have a 2-game lead. So we do have some Thursday games going on tonight that we'll update you on. Postville girls are playing Key High. Edco girls and boys are at Prince of Peace. North Fayette Valley girls and boys are at New Hampton among the games going on tonight. A lot of those makeup games, some of those regularly scheduled. All right, Carly Thorson, starting lineups for our game. Let's take it courtside.
Welcome to tonight's Upper Iowa Conference matchup featuring the Eagles of Clayton Ridge and your Central Warriors. Throughout tonight's match, sportsmanship expectations of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union will be followed. It is the clear obligation of contestants, coaches, and spectators to practice the highest principles of sportsmanship and ethics of competition. And now let's meet our starting lineups. For the Eagles, a senior, number 20, Whitley Harbor. For the Warriors, a junior, number 0, Hannah Ash. For the Eagles, a senior, number 22, Jalen Moore. For the Warriors, a junior, number 10, Haley Frieden. For the Eagles, a junior, number 30, Haley Rourke. For the Warriors, a sophomore, number 14, Ashlyn Scharf. For the Eagles, a junior, number 34, Camden Detmeyer. For the Warriors, a junior, number 21, Lexi Lone. And for the Eagles, a freshman, number 42, Amaya Millard. And for the Warriors, a junior, number 30, Delaney Sharf. Coaching for Clayton Ridge tonight is head coach Ashley Funk, who is assisted by Dan Pierce. Coaching for Central tonight is head coach Mark Wiley, who is assisted by Molly Sharp, Katie Wiley, Allison Burkle, and Hannah Erickson.
All right, great job, Carly Thorson, with the starting lineup. When we return, opening action here on KCTN with Clayton Ridge and Central. Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Do you need something fun and unique for a Valentine's gift? Check out the jewelry collections at Turkey River Mall in downtown Elkader. There are 4 levels with 14,000 square feet of purely unique shopping. You'll discover an eclectic mix of old and new, including antiques, jewelry, high-end and resale clothing for kids and adults, furniture, art, toys, crafts, rocks and minerals, and think custom apparel. You must shop the area's largest selection of anything and everything at Turkey River Mall in downtown Elkader. Visit their website.
Welcome back once again to Elkader, ready to go with our opening action tonight with Clayton Ridge and Central. Good crowd on hand tonight here, especially for a makeup game tonight. This was scheduled, last Tuesday nights, and everybody trying to get these games in as the season kind of winds down here. Believe it or not, we are just a couple of weeks away from the start of the tournament. Girls tournament starts February 11th. Going to be here before we know it.
Yeah, those girls pairings should come out sometime next week as well, and I think these Central girls are looking for likely a 2 seed, a higher seed in their district, and these Clayton Ridge girls are going to be looking at the bottom half of their district, but maybe a winnable game or two.
Eagles wearing their away black uniforms tonight. Clayton across the top, Ridge across the bottom with a number in between, that hunter green trim. Central home white uniform, Central there in red, the black trim, the red numbers, and we are ready to go. Deitmeyer to jump it up for Clayton Ridge, and it will be Sharf. Delaney Sharf actually does the jump ball duties for Central. So we are underway here tonight. 1 of 2 on this special Thursday night. Tip is won actually by Delaney Sharf into the backcourt, and right away it is Central in the offensive end. Left side Ash and a blocking call on Millard there in the corner against that 1-2-2. So we appreciate you joining us tonight here on KCTN FM 100. Continue to work our way through video situations here, and good ball game tonight, so we expect to have our video camera and everything running well tonight on the live video stream. Inbounds to Central, and right side now to Ash. Ash has it on the right wing. Clayton Ridge comes out 1-3-1, and Rourke plays the top of that 1-3-1. And normally you would see Spielbauer in that role, but Rourke certainly athletic on top. Left side now they work it here to Lone. Lone, high post area, Ash. Right side, Delaney Sharf. Baseline, Ashlyn Sharf. 15-footer off the side of the rim, leaves it short. And Deitmeyer clears the rebound underneath. And a nice job by Deitmeyer clearing the rebound for the Eagles.
Yeah, a real reserved low 1-3-1 for the Clayton Ridge girls there. Really just allowing basically everything passed around to the outside on the perimeter.
As the work comes into the offensive end, in front of the Central bench, actually slid. The official calls the ball there, actually calls a stoppage of play. We may have a slick spot, and this may occur, and that's certainly what it is, just into the floor area. So Rourke's foot went sliding. Ash was going to steal the basketball, and the question is, do they consider that a turnover? And they're going to keep it with Clayton Ridge. Hey, we had a spot on the floor. Let's keep it with the Eagles here.
Yeah, thankfully, she got up right away, because you see somebody slip there. It might be bad news sometimes, but gets up, okay. And Coach Wiley here is trying to plead his case that his girls get the ball here.
He's thinking maybe it's a jump ball there. But our official says, I think I stopped play before the ball was slipped. And now Coach Wiley gets down on the knees there to help clean things up, and we're ready to go. So we had a little moisture on the court. We've got folks coming in, so that certainly can be part of it. And it will be Clayton Ridge's basketball. I tell you what, now they've got another towel, so apparently they're not doing a great job of cleaning it up the first time.
You talked about the depth of the Central girls team, the depth of the towel usage so far here in the first quarter.
Wow. The ball goes back to the Eagles, kind of a do-over, and it is the Eagles into the offensive end. Central comes out, girl-to-girl defense. They will certainly want to create some pressure. And Rourke on top to Deitmeyer, guarded by Frieden. Frieden so strong in that second half Tuesday night against Turkey Valley. They go pick and roll, and the pass intercepted by Aisling Scharf on the pick and roll down low as she left her defender. One thing Central will do is they will switch on every pick. Left side, Frieden has it in the lane area. Delaney Scharf just inside the free throw line, misses the 15-footer. Deitmeyer clears the rebound. That shot was off the back of the rim. And into the offensive end quickly is Clayton Ridge. But Harbor loses the basketball, and it's picked up immediately by Central. And it is Aisling Scharf, right side. Delaney Scharf, deep right corner for three. Got it. And the Warriors strike first. At a deep three, they lead 3-0.
Yeah, the Clayton Ridge girls are trying to play this 1-3-1, but it's very packed in the middle. And so they just allowed 2 quick ball reversals there. You have to get your wing wider to avoid that quick pass of the baseline.
Right side, driving to the basket is Rourke, and there is a foul call, and this is on Central. As driving to the basket was Rourke, the shot no good, but fouled on the drive in, so Rourke got to the basket, and she will go to the free throw line here, and this is going to be a 2-shot attempt. That's a good sign for the Eagles. They want to get to the basket here in this ball game. Free throw being eyed by Rourke, shoots it one-handed. The free throw is good. Clayton Ridge is a team. They've struggled from the field, 27.8%, 18% from the three-point line, and only 42% from the free throw line. And Rourke will try to put them within 3-2. So hoping for both makes, and the second one by Rourke circles around and stays down, and it's now 3-2. Now the Eagles extend defensively here, Gibson.
I really like this full court pressure. You really slow things down for this Central attack. You really limit their transition. I assume they're going to do that off of most makes tonight, the Clayton Ridge defense. Just take some time off the clock there for Central.
And as Central try to get into the offensive end, at the half-court circle, Jalen Moore commits a reach-in foul. That'll be the second whistle against the Eagles. One committed there by Central early in this game. We've got another stoppage of play. And there, I think, had a question there about the jump ball situation. So that's cleared up. So we're now going. And back to the half-court 1-3-1 for Clayton Ridge. Ash, right side, Delaney Scharf. Scharf on the right wing area, bounces it to Aisling Scharf in the right corner, double teamed, tries to get out of it, and she does to Delaney. Top of the key, there's Lone open, top of the key for three. Aired it out left, maybe rushed that shot a bit, and the rebound goes out of bounds there, back to the Eagles.
That defensive possession for Clayton Ridge was a lot better. Their wings got extended outside, and we even had the top girl come down and help in the corner there. Really good action so far for Clayton Ridge on defense.
Clayton Ridge had such a trying week last week. Deitmeyer gets the ball in the lane, muscles her way in from the right block, up and in, worked the assist. Deitmeyer puts the Eagles up early here, 4-3. Backcourt area now, Ash. Ash across the timeline, goes left side to Aisling Scharf, overshoots her in the corner right below us, and it goes off the hands, out of bounds, and Clayton Ridge forces a turnover.
Great job by Coach Funk coming in with a game plan so far, and it's worked pretty well these first few minutes, really making Central uncomfortable with the ball.
And quickly for Clayton Ridge, Central does not put any pressure on them. They'll pick them up at half court as Harbor gets it inbounds to Rourke. The last ball game, Central controlled things for 3 quarters, but then there was a rally by Clayton Ridge late. Jalen Moore, deep left corner for 3, grazes the side of the rim on the left side, short, but Deitmeyer the offensive rebound. Harbor with it right side, and as she drives in, is hooked by Lone off the right side. So the Eagles will take it off the right side of the basket.
I think offensively, the game plan for Clayton Ridge is the first good look you see, we're going to put it up. We're not going to try to waste time on our possessions, maybe turn the ball over. If we get a good look right away, we're taking it.
Lone and Ash check out for Central. Gracie Kummer checks in for the Warriors, and Kummer is a 5'10 sophomore. Meanwhile, in the lane, Millard has the shot blocked there. Miller does, I should say, by Delaney Scharf, and the loose rebound picked up by the Eagles. Also for Central, number 15 is checked in there, and that is going to be Grace Keel. Meanwhile, we have a moving screen on a foul there by Clayton Ridge. And a second foul committed by Deitmeyer on the moving screen, a huge concern.
Yeah, she obviously is the Clayton Ridge girls' go-to girl and their best player, leading them in points so far this year. 2 quick fouls and great decision by Funk to leave her in.
Yeah, got to play through it right now. Delaney Scharf has it left sideline area on top to Frieden. Frieden at the elbow, left side to Grace Keel. Top of the key, Delaney Scharf. Drives down, swings it left side. That's Frieden, left wing for 3. Banked it long. Long rebound by Grace Keel. Her putback, it is up. No good, but fouled. She got the rebound around Rourke off the right side, and Grace Keel to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, the entire game plan for Clayton Ridge defensively is we're just going to try to pack it in, make Central take jump shots, and so far it's working really well. Every time somebody drives inside for Central, there's 2 or 3 girls there trying to swat at the ball.
They don't want Central getting to the basket because the Warriors, when they get to the rim, as the free throw by Grace Keel is good, and we're now tied at 4, but when they get to the rim and get to the free throw line, that is when they are at their best, when they outshoot their opponents. And it's a team that shoots free throws pretty good at over 60%. And Delaney Scharf, by the way, is at 78%. Second free throw, it is in and out, no good. Deitmeyer able to get the rebound in the middle of the lane. So 4:45 left in the opening act. It's again 4-4. Offensively, Harbor. Harbor on the left wing area, flips it back out on top now to Rourke. Rourke by the UIC logo, guarded by Delaney Scharf, goes off a pick at the free throw line, stops at the elbow, goes to Deitmeyer, right block, post-up shot, just strong on the right block. Good straight-up defense by Keel. Ashlyn Scharf gets the rebound off the left side. Lady Pirates here, they are playing Key High. We'll get you an update on that ball game. It actually does not start for a little bit. That's a double girls game tonight. That's another Upper Iowa Conference game going on tonight. Meanwhile, Central in the offensive end, trying to work it in the lane was Frieden that time to Grace Keel, but knocked away by Clayton Ridge.
Frieden in the Central offense just seems a little rushed right now.
Rourke, top of the key to Deitmeyer. Again, guarded by Frieden, right side to Harbor. Halfway through quarter number 1. Harbor drives in, stops the shot partially blocked, but into the hands of Deitmeyer, who misses the putback, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in, banks it from the right side, and the Eagles lead 6-4. 5 rebounds already for Deitmeyer. And as Grace Keel tries to push it up into the sideline, overshoots Ashlyn Scharf on the far sideline. It goes out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Eagles on the turnover. And now Coach Wiley wants a timeout. 6-4, the early lead for Clayton Ridge. Let's take this break.
Veterans Memorial Hospital, we're right here at home.
This is Amy Robinson, Director of Rehab. I came here 24 years ago as a physical therapist to make a difference and help a lot of people. This is a family-friendly hospital, and we all support each other. Everyone cares about the patients they work with. I'm proud of the compassionate care that our staff offers. We are withstanding the challenges and moving forward together. We'll be here caring for you right here at home for another 70 years.
So a timeout taken once again there by Central. It is 6-4, 3:43 to go opening quarter. Warriors have the lead right now, or actually the Eagles have the lead, and they're really doing it here, I think, defensively.
I think that timeout was actually taken by Clayton Ridge, so Coach Funk maybe wanting to make an adjustment here. But as you mentioned, this Clayton Ridge defense really making Central really rush themselves so far tonight. That I don't think they really expected that full court pressure to come out. But they just seem really rushed, as I mentioned earlier, and they're just throwing the ball away.
Of course, Ashley Funk, the Clayton Ridge coach, played for Coach Wiley, and this is the first time he has faced a former player as the head coach. Well, second time. They played earlier this year. Meanwhile, in the lane, they go to Millard. Her shot misses it from the right side, but the rebound by Moore. She misses the putback. Right side, Millard the rebound. Puts it up. It is in. Fouled. Count the basket. It's a three-point play, and the Eagles lead by 4.
Yeah, this Clayton Ridge team is obviously a little bit bigger than Central, but that should be no excuse for giving up 2 straight offensive rebounds. They're just getting outworked right now.
And that was the one thing that Central did well the other night, was rebounding against Turkey Valley. Millard's free throw, it is no good, and able to finish the three-point play, but Harbor gets the offensive rebound, and Clayton Ridge brings it right back out on top. Rourke knocked away by Delaney Scharf, but picked back up by Rourke. And she goes left side now to Millard. Underneath the basket. Moore wide open. Her shot up and in. Hung on the rim. Wanted to slide out, but it slides through. It's a 6-point lead for the Eagles.
I hate the term 50-50 ball because if your team works harder than the other team, you're going to get it 80-90% of the time. That's what's happening right now.
Frieden drives in. The shot no good, but fouled by Harbor on the drive in. Central that time got it ahead of the 1-3-1. Tried to work it inside. Frieden aggressive to the basket. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Harbor feels a little hard done with that foul because I thought she was straight up as well. but that's the right idea for Frieden. If you get the ball down low one-on-one with somebody smaller than you, just go up with it.
And again, she's a very good free throw shooter as well. So that free throw is good, and it's now 10-5. The Warriors back here within 5. Frieden was so aggressive in that second half of the ball game on Tuesday night, scored all 12 of her points in the second half of that game. Meanwhile, trying to put the Warriors back within 4. Second free throw is good, so she makes them both, and it's now 10-6. Meanwhile, for Central, substitution for them, number 44 will check in, and that will be Allison Fikert, a 5'9 junior, her first appearance, and Ashlyn Sharp checks out inside 3 minutes left here in our first quarter.
And Deitmeyer is now out of the game for the first time for Clayton Ridge, so they weathered the storm with their 2 fouls, and they lead by 4 right now with her going to the bench.
Rourke in the lane to Millard. On the left block, gets by Fikert, but plays Annie over. The shot is strong. Rebound deflected out of there. She aired it out, and the rebound pulled down there by the Warriors. Delaney Sharp clears it. Back offensively, Sharp has it right side now to Ash, I should say, who just checked in to the ball game. And they'll work it back out on top with Ash. Left side, Delaney Sharp open. Left wing for 3. It's short, but the rebound pulled down there by Rourke. Central not having second shot opportunities here. Offensively, you have Rourke on the right side looking in the lane for Moore, but double team gets out of it. Moore on the right side. Goes to Millard at the left elbow. Wanted to move the feet there. She did. She wanted to drive, but moved the feet before moving the ball. And the Eagles turn it over, giving it back to Central.
I actually think she stepped on Gracie Cummer's foot with her other foot, but not her pivot foot, and then really caught her off balance there and forced her to travel. Really unlucky.
5 team fouls, by the way, to get you update on that, for Clayton Ridge, and 3 for Central. 2 minutes here in our first quarter. So you figure here that this game is going to get to the line at some point. Fikert, deep right corner, double team, gets it on there to Ashlyn Sharp, or I should say Hannah Ash, right side, drives in, but the shot partially blocked by Millard on the way up. And the rebound pulled down there by Clayton Ridge. And with the rebound there is Rourke. So again, one and done. Rourke looked to go off a pick on the right side, but Delaney Sharp fights through it in the lane to Moore, but deflected out of there. Loose ball picked up by the Warriors. Fikert, and I believe is fouled on the reach-in by Millard. So that will be the 6th team foul on Clayton Ridge. Central is going to shoot free throws the rest of the first half on the next foul.
This is the way Clayton Ridge plays, though, right? They're one of the leading teams in fouls in Class 2A in basketball this year, and this is just the way they play.
Offensively, Ash. It's an aggressive defense. And offensively, Ash goes left side there, trying to throw it to Keel over the top of that 1-3-1. Throws it out of bounds right into the Clayton Ridge bench. So they turn it over, and the ball goes back there to the Eagles.
This Central offense is rushed for no reason at all. Clayton Ridge is not pushing up into their ball handlers. The wings are really low, not pressuring. The top is very low, staying back off the ball handler. They're throwing these Annie over shot passes across the top for no reason at all.
Rourke, right side, on top to Millard. Millard swings it left side, and that is number 4 into the ball game for them, and that is going to be for, once again, Clayton Ridge. That is Powers, Rachel Powers into the ball game. Number 40 on the score sheet, but number 4 is what she wears. And back out on top to Rourke. Rourke, right side, brings it to the right elbow, fires the 15-footer. Shot is long. Again, it was a one-handed push shot, and she pushed it out of bounds, aired it out left. The officials talking. They may give that ball back to Clayton Ridge. And the officials talk, and they say it stays down here. And maybe that's why that shot got off there, is maybe one of the Warriors got a hand on it.
I don't think that shot was actually blocked. I think it was maybe on the airballed rebound underneath. It might have tipped off of a Central girl.
So Rourke checks out into the game for Clayton Ridge, will be number 10, and that is into the ball game for them, Morgan Pierce. Pierce on the inbounds on the left side. 50 seconds left here in the half, and she cannot get it inbounds. Central stayed girl to girl with that ball taken underneath the basket, and the Eagles turn it over.
Yeah, after that timeout, the Central defense has been a little more proactive. They're really forcing a lot of mistakes here from this Clayton Ridge offense.
Backcourt area, Delaney Sharp pushes it into the offensive end. Right side to Lone, who just came back in. They beat the pressure. Ahead to Fikert. Shot no good, but fouled. As the Eagles get back defensively, Pierce with a rake across the arms. Fikert to the free throw line for 2. One of the better sets for Clayton, or for Central, beating that pressure.
Yeah, it was a little shaky initially, but great recognition there. I believe that pass was from Gracie Cummer down low to Fikert, who was wide open underneath the hoop, and the only way she didn't score was to get hacked like that.
Free throw on its way there. It is short. By the way, we do have that Key High Postville score now. They did get started a little early there tonight with the girls. 15-8. Key High leads Postville at the end of 1. So Fikert line drive the first free throw. Second free throw on its way there, and that free throw is good. Better form there. The Warriors are going to get to the line quite a bit the rest of this half. And they're down still 10-7, 35 seconds left in the quarter. Pierce off a pick, stops at the elbow area, needs a little help, and she's double teamed, and the ball is knocked away, thrown away, picked up by Lone. Warriors in transition, Lone back to Comer, shot no good, but fouled by Pierce. And to the free throw line here is going to be Central for two, a fast break opportunity.
Yeah, the Central girls have stayed in their girl-to-girl defense the entire game, but since that timeout, the electricity on their defense has been turned up a little bit. Coach Wiley took that dial, turned it up to about an 8 or a 9 here. Might have gotten to his team a little bit as Comer misses the first one.
All right, she'll have another opportunity. Try to put him back within a bucket. Delaney Sharp checks out, and again, this is just to buy her a little time with 24 seconds to go in the half. Second free throw being eyed by Comer. Free throw on its way there. It is good, 1 of 2, and it's 10-8. Clayton Ridge in the lead. Inbounds to Rourke. Rourke in the backcourt area. Picked up immediately by Ashlyn Scharf. Scharf, right side, guarded by Rourke, who just came back into the ball game as well. 14 seconds to go in the quarter. Rourke on top to Moore. Right side open for 3. That shot rolls around the rim. It is no good. Rebound pulled down by Comer underneath. And here back in the offensive end is Grace Keel. She pushes it ahead to Scharf. Scharf takes a leaning shot, falling right side, falls well short from about 19 feet away. She just threw it up, and the first quarter comes to an end. Good ball game. It is 10-8, the early lead here. Clayton Ridge leading Central. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports. Back with more action coming up after this.
Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snowblower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com. Take on what
high school basketball is brought to you in part by Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Myers Auto Service in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door.
So we've played one quarter, 10-8, the early lead for Clayton Ridge. A good start for the Eagles. Again, that was the difference in the last ball game as Central got up to a really good start in that ball game and really kind of controlled things, as we mentioned, for about 3.5 quarters before they ended up having a lead cut down in the fourth quarter. Clayton Ridge had an opportunity.
You said one of the advantages that Central usually has over their opponents is they usually shoot more. Don't really turn the ball over, turn their opponent over. In the first quarter, Clayton Ridge shot 13 times. Central only 8 field goal attempts.
And the big thing is for Central, though, getting to the free throw line will be the story in this second half. Eagles got to stay out of foul trouble. Rourke tries to go in the lane, intercepted there by Central. Intercepted by Ashlyn Scharf down low. Lone, Ashlyn Scharf, also Grace Keel out there. And you have Delaney Scharf as Grace Keel drives down, misses the driving left-handed layup. Lone got the rebound and is tied up on the putback. So it's Delaney Scharf, the younger sister Ashlyn Scharf, also out there Lone, Keel, and Frieden. For Clayton Ridge, Powers, Rourke, also Deitmeyer back out there with those 2 fouls, Moore and Harbor. Inbounds, they go back over here to Grace Keel. Right side, Delaney Scharf in the deep left corner. On top to Frieden. She's open left side, just off the top of the key for 3. Leaves it short, hit the front of the rim. Ashlyn Scharf, the rebound, drives in, but misses the left-handed putback. She had to drive in with the left hand to get by the defender. Missed the shot. And back into the offensive end is Clayton Ridge. So a 2-point lead, 10-8. What was our shooting in the first quarter?
Central was 1 of 8, 1 of 4 from 3, and 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Clayton Ridge was 4 of 13, 0 for 2 from 3, and 2 of 3 from the line.
Now, Deitmeyer sets a pick at the top of the key, and Delaney Scharf runs through it. It is not a moving screen, however. Deitmeyer was set. It is a foul on Delaney Scharf.
Delaney's got to know that's coming because they've been doing that same set the entire night. Running up high, pick and roll at the very top of the key, rotating their high post up after.
That's when you talk about you have to have that communication. Meanwhile, Rourke drives into the offensive end, lost the handle on the ball, driving along the baseline, and Clayton Ridge turns it over.
They only had 2 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of this ball game, but now they're already up to 7. So the Central defense really turning it up here.
And in the offensive end, once again here, you have Central. Back left side, Delaney Scharf, baseline to Lone. Lone, free throw line, Grace Keel, wide open, 15-footer, banks it long. Lone got a hand on the rebound, takes it away. Right side, Frieden, 8-footer from the right wing. It is good. good. So they keep possession alive there, and the game now tied at 10.
Yeah, the Central offense in the first quarter was really perimeter-oriented. Now everybody's just scooting in, realizing Clayton Ridge is just remaining packed in the middle. And so this Central offense is going farther inside now. They're turning those three-point shots into mid-range twos.
Left side trying to work the ball down low is Clayton Ridge, and it is kicked out of bounds there by Central. So they'll take it now off the right, left side of the basket. Rourke back out on top here now to Harbor. Harbor drives down the defense, but reaching in his keel, forced a jump ball in the lane as Harbor is tied up there by Lone. And there's the help defense by Central, better on the drive now.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Funk, I don't think you want your girls just driving one-on-one. You usually want that screen up top because I'd say Central probably has the 5 best perimeter defenders out there on the court right now. They just all happen to be on the opponent's team.
They'll take it off the left side of the basket, and it will be Rourke trying to get it inbounds there to Deitmeyer. Double teamed, and there's Grace Keel reaching in, stealing the basketball away. So the double team forces a turnover. Ahead to Ashlyn Sharp. She drives in and loses a footing on the way in, then lost the ball out of bounds, and it goes back there to Clayton Ridge. I think Ashlyn Sharp thought maybe there was contact. Our officials are going to converge here and talk, and they say actually the ball went out of bounds off of Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, and I really like that no call there because she was definitely out of control looking for contact, and there might have been a little bit, but I'm glad they didn't bail her out there.
So they'll take it off the left side of the basket, and they go on top now here to Ashlyn Sharp. Left side to Lone. Baseline Delaney Sharp. Baseline 12-footer, nails it, swishes it through, and Central leads. This is an 8-0 run by the Warriors.
Yep, those long-range three-point shots in the first quarter now turning into mid-range 10 to 12-footers, and all of a sudden, Central's catching fire.
And Rourke has it right side. Double team. Trying to go the lane to Deitmeyer. Overshot her. The ball picked up underneath. Deitmeyer forced a little farther up the block area. Picked up by Lone. Warriors back offensively. Right side, Ashlyn Sharp to Lone. Top of the key. And as she drives in, a reach-in foul committed there by Rourke. So Central goes to the free throw line. 1-1 still. The 9th team foul on the Eagles.
And I think now would be a pretty good time if you're Coach Funk, maybe take a timeout, calm your girls down. Because the first quarter was pretty slow paced. You were really controlling things in the half court, tempo-wise. Now it's really getting up and down. You've had a couple of turnovers, really too fast for your girls.
And it will be Lone again to the free throw line for a 1-1. The free throw short, but it rolls to the back of the rim, then rolls through. Gets the hometown touch. And it's now 13-10. The Warriors in the lead. Second free throw being eyed here by Lone. And Lone, a junior, Central, a junior-dominated team. Second free throw being eyed by Lone. That one's short, but it rolls around, then rolls off to the right. Ashlyn Sharp get in there for the rebound, but they call her for the foul. Millard and Sharp on the right side of the basket went for the rebound. Sharp made contact, the 5th foul against the Warriors.
It's a real unlucky foul for Ashlyn Sharp there. And you're just hustling after the ball. You did a pretty good job of getting under the basket, getting your body into her, really burying your opponent under the basket there. Just real unlucky there, but that's one of those hustle plays that you're really okay with if you're Coach
Harbor,
Wiley.
the ball knocked away by Ash, picked up there by Sharp, and the ball then knocked away at center court by Powers for the Eagles. And the ball goes back to Central, so they've really turned up things defensively.
Yeah, we talked about, after the first quarter, Clayton Ridge out-shooting Central. In this quarter, Central has 7 field goal attempts. Clayton Ridge has 1.
And the Eagles have not scored so far here in this second quarter. So Grace Keel in the lane, goes right side to Frieden on the right block. Back over right side, here is Sharp. Deep right corner for 3 off the front of the rim. And the long rebound pulled down by Moore for the Eagles. But Central does a good job getting back defensively. So Moore has it, top of the key. She's going to fire off the left side for 3. It's off the front of the rim, short. Ash gets the rebound, then fouled from behind by Harbor. Again, Ash got the rebound. Harbor commits a reach-in foul. And back to the other end. It's 2 free throws here now for Central the rest of the half.
Yeah, a lot of bad things are happening right now. If you're the Clayton Ridge girls, this game is way too fast for your personnel compared to this Central team. And these fouls are starting to rack up. They're in the double bonus with 5 minutes still to play.
That is Harbor's second foul. You have Deitmeyer with 2 fouls. And all that clock here in the half. Free throw by Ash. It is no good as it rolls off the back of the rim. Substitution. Ashlyn Sharp will check out. Gracie Kummer comes in. 3-point lead right now for Central. And again, this is a 9-0 run happening right now. Second free throw being eyed there by Ash. Spins the basketball, takes her time. Second free throw on its way there. It is good. So a 10-0 run. 14-10 as the Eagles trying to weather a drought right now.
And this pressure on defense for Central the last 5 or so minutes of this ballgame really suffocating.
Moore. Right side, goes in the lane to Deitmeyer, but again, a lot of traffic. Keel knocked it away underneath, but it goes out of bounds off the right side. So Central's did a good job really converging down low.
Yeah, and every time the ball is on one side of the court, the weak side defender is always coming over playing behind Deitmeyer in the middle.
Powers takes it inbounds up the right side, inbounds to Harbor on the right corner, and Harbor looks to go back out on top here now to Powers. Trying to get Millard or otherwise Deitmeyer. Driving in the lane is Powers, but again lost the ball on the way in and is immediately tied up. And there's a jump ball. She tried to dribble through pressure, and that's a no-no. So a turnover gives it to the Warriors, leading by 4.
And the one thing with Clayton Ridge is you don't have a lot of great three-point shooters out there. So every time you try to drive, as a great pass by Grace Kuehl down to the block.
And Frieden drives in, swoops in from the right side, banks it up and in. Great recognition. The Eagles, a little miscommunication. It's a 6-point lead for Central.
That's 2 times in a row now, 2 possessions in a row. Grace Kuehl has seen the opposite block.
And now Scharf steals it away from Moore, drives in the layup from the left side. It is up and in. This is now a 14-0 run, and the Warriors lead by 8.
All it took was a little 3-minute spurt at the beginning of the game by Clayton Ridge for Central to really wake up and realize this is a team we're probably better than.
Moore on top to Harbor. Harbor brings it right side again, trying to drive through 2 defenders, and they call an offensive foul. Harbor driving in there, lowered the head, trying to drive in, and that's her 3rd foul there, an offensive charge called. Kind of shoved off there as she was driving off the right side. Little arm extended, the reason for that call.
And Delaney Scharf was in perfect defensive position out in front. She got that elbow a little bit extended.
Ash back out on top here now to Kuehl. Halfway through the second quarter. They try to go underneath there. Kuehl did to Frieden, but intercepted by Millard for the Eagles. Against that 1-3-1, Millard dropped down to steal that pass. Harbor drives in, loses the basketball on the drive in, but they say knocked away there by Clayton, or by Central, I should say, but instead, I believe they're going to call a foul on Ash on the drive in. Our officials will talk once again. So the officials conferring, and I believe they're going to say that, I don't think there's a foul there. It's out of bounds, and let's just give it there to Clayton Ridge.
Harbor is trying to dribble down low into the corner to initiate some sort of action or play, but she has to realize she's not quicker than Ash or Scharf, who have been on her the last 2 possessions. They're always going to be in position in front of you. Every time you throw the elbow, you might get that call.
And our Harbor will check out as Rourke comes in for the Eagles. Gives him another guard in. Rourke on the right side now runs the offense. So they'll bring it back out on top. Rourke trying to go off a pick, but Central, Ash doing a great job fighting through it. And Rourke goes right side to Powers on the right wing. Patched up there by Caitlin Wiley, who's just checked into the ball game. And right side, they go down in the lane there. Powers drives in, but has the shot just roll out. The lid continues to be on the basket for the Eagles. That was a nice drive, but they did not finish. Right side, Ash, deep right corner for 3. Got it! It is now 21-10, a 17-0 run by the Warriors.
The avalanche has continued here as Clayton Ridge has yet to get really a decent look on offense, and this Central team's getting wide open looks everywhere.
Moore drives baseline, traveled with the basketball. As she drove along the baseline, she was defended by Delaney Scharf, but there was the help defense with Ash to force the turnover.
Again, this Clayton Ridge team, the roles have been reversed now. They're really out of sync. This tempo is way too high for their team right now.
Coach Funk saying we're going to play right through this here. Try to weather the storm. Inside 3 minutes left in the half. Wiley, double team, goes back out on top to Delaney Scharf. Scharf, left side, Ash, deep left corner, open for 3. Aired it out, but Kummer, the offensive rebound, put back strong, banked it long, and Moore clears the rebound underneath there for the Eagles. So Ash was trying to answer from the left corner after hitting one from the right corner. Moore has it offensively. Back out on top to Rourke. Eagles have not scored this second quarter. Expect them to try to look to Deitmeyer. Rourke tried to go in the lane, but it's intercepted by Kummer. Again, Ash really denying the entry pass.
They're fronting the post every single time as here's a transition look.
And Frieden ahead of the pack. Shot no good, but fouled as the Eagles don't get back defensively. And Frieden to the free throw line for 2.
This game is, I'm going to keep saying it again, is way too fast. The Clayton Ridge transition defense early in this ballgame was really good because they were getting decent looks. But now a lot of these turnovers are turning into transition looks for Central.
Free throw by Frieden. It is no good. Circled out of there. 2:23 to go. The bigger concern for Clayton Ridge is now Deitmeyer, who got you off to that good start, just picked up her 3rd foul. So Deitmeyer and Harbor, a couple of your experienced players, each on the bench. Second free throw by Frieden, rolls off the back of the rim. It is no good. Lola Reimer, a young freshman, is checked in for the Eagles. And that ball, the shot no good, but deflected out of bounds as Reimer and Millard for the Eagles going for the rebound underneath. They lose it out of bounds. And it goes back to Central. Warriors getting all the bounces right now. Inbounds to Ash. Ash and fouled there by Rourke. So now, again, this is what we talk about all the time. Understanding how the game is called. And our officials have done a really good job here, but you have to adjust to that as a team.
Yeah, there hasn't been any obvious bad calls anywhere. But this is the Clayton Ridge team. That's an example of your wing and your 1-3-1 not getting wide enough. You were late getting outside as Ash misses the first free throw there. You were late getting outside, and then you try to make up for it by sticking out your leg and tripping Ash.
And now Rourke has 3 fouls. So you have 3 starters with 3 fouls here in the first half. Second free throw being eyed there by Ash. That free throw is good, so 1 of 2. It is 22-10. They have outscored Clayton Ridge right now 14-0, and this is an 18-0 run. They trailed 10-4. Moore drives in the lane, pulls up, little 8-foot shot in the lane, no good. Slaps the rebound out of there. Powers saves it out of bounds, and it hit there off the arms of Kummer, who was following her. Good hustle by Powers. Eagles maintain possession.
Finally, somebody on Clayton Ridge, a ball handler, crosses over because the Central team is trying to just force them left. Each time you keep trying to go right, they're going to be there in front of you.
Inbounds to Moore, and it's deflected out of the way there by Central. Central's committed 5 team fouls here in this first half, as you've got a couple of substitutions. Alyssa Willie checks in for Clayton Ridge. That gives them another guard. And also Delaney Scharf will check out. Grace Keel comes back into the ball game. And they go inbounds now to Reimer. Reimer right side to Willie. Trying to go down low to Powers. Knocked away by Wiley, but the ball tracked down by Powers in the corner. And they get it right side back to Willie. Willie stops it, tried to go there to Moore, and threw the ball right at the legs there, too close, and the ball deflected out of bounds. Eagles turn it over again.
Yeah, the thing about this ball game, the really big change is these Central defenders have really gotten into the grill of these Clayton Ridge ball handlers, really allowing nothing easy so far, dribble penetration-wise.
So they get it in the offensive end now here, and right side to Grace Keel. Keel goes left wing area now with Ash. They'll bring it back out on top. Central, the first of 4 games here, basically on tonight, Friday, then Monday, Tuesday. So they're going to go to their bench quite a bit. And they go in the lane now here to Fikert. Fikert left side to Ash. Ash puts it on the floor, swings it right side to Frieden. Frieden drives in, throws it up there. That prayer not answered. He tried to throw it up underneath. Loose ball picked up by the Warriors. Right side, Ash for 3. Got it from the right wing. Well, Ash hitting a couple of threes, and the Warriors getting all sorts of results here. 21-0 run and a timeout by the Eagles. 25-10. Central in the lead. Let's take this break.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. Your health affects every aspect of your life, and here at Clayton Drug, we are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We deliver a range of services with options to meet your individual needs. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing, to your home or mail delivery, online prescription refill, and a prescription loyalty program. We also have personal and home healthcare items available. Clayton Drug connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Speedy Shop in Garnavillo with Take and Bake Pizza available. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona. And by Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting, showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
So 25-10 is our score. Central in the lead. Clayton Ridge has not scored. Eagles take a timeout here with 1:13 left in the first half. And you talk about Clayton Ridge struggling offensively, but you got to give props to what Central has done defensively.
Yeah, they really flipped the switch midway through that first quarter. This Clayton Ridge team, I mean, I would have to guess. I know this quarter they only have 3 total field goal attempts. I'd say the last 10 or 11 minutes, they only have 4 or 5.
And now in the offensive end, Reimers gets at top of the key, but a reach-in foul committed by Frieden. Central had committed 3 fouls early in this ball game. That's now the 6th team foul.
Clayton Ridge had 4 turnovers in the first quarter. They have 15 right now, so it's just been a real big struggle for them offensively the last 10 minutes.
Gets it in the left corner, inside a minute left here in our half. Powers brings it over right side. And brings it all the way over in the right corner now here to Moore. Tried to go in the lane. Intercepted by Ash. There's that help defense. Loose ball picked up by Keel. The Warriors turn him over. Frieden has it right side. Baseline to Wiley. On the wing. 15-foot jump shot. Short. Rebound by Reimer at 6 foot. Able to sky over everybody. Get the rebound there for the Eagles. Back into the offensive end is Powers. So a lot of youth on the court for Clayton Ridge right now with foul concerns. Millard drives right side. Ash again stops her defensively, but Millard regroups, misses the shot. Then the rebound knocked out of bounds by Moore with 27 seconds to go here in our first half. Central here will get the opportunity maybe for the last shot, leading by 15. Right side, Wiley. Wiley pushes it in the offensive end, drives in, throws up an 8-foot baseline shot, no good. Fikert the offensive rebound, the putback, it is short. Reimer gets the rebound underneath for Clayton Ridge. So I don't think that's what the Warriors were looking for. I think they would have been content to get the last shot. Millard on top, 8 seconds to go, drives right side and hands it on top. Intercepted again by Ash, 5 seconds to go. Ash throws it the length of the court, 3/4, and it's going to go out of bounds. And that's how the first half comes to an end. Ash thought there wasn't that much time left. So it ends up being a long pass out of bounds, and the first half comes to an end. 25-10. The Warriors hold the Eagles scoreless in the second quarter. When we return, first half stats and more, you're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
At Almakeek Clayton Electric Cooperative, we provide more than energy. We also provide ideas to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it is tipped over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electrical shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Almakeek Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Your hometown, a place to grow, a place to learn, a place to cherish. At Fidelity Bank and Trust, we know the importance of growing up, working, and helping your hometown prosper. And we understand the relationship between a customer and the place they call home. That's why Fidelity Bank and Trust is proud to support our local high school athletes. Teamwork gets the job done, and you're on a great team with Fidelity Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Lanny Keel and Sarah Zabor, your New York Life agents in Garnavillo, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. 25-10, Central in the lead here at the half. Again, they trailed 10-8 at the end of the first quarter, so they outscored Clayton Ridge 17-0 in that second quarter. And again, a 21-0 run by the Warriors to close the first half. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start once again here now with the Warriors.
Yeah, Central in the first half was led by Hannah Ash with an 8-point second quarter. 8 points at the half. Delaney Sharp 7, Haley Frieden 6, and 4 girls with 1 point. Gracie Kummer, Grace Keel, Lexi Lone, and Allie Fikert.
Let's go to the totals now for Clayton Ridge.
Clayton Ridge led at the half by Camden Deitmeyer, who has 4 points, scored 4 points in the first quarter, early in the first quarter. Doesn't have a shot attempt, I'd say, for the last 10 minutes of this ball game. Jalen Moore has 2 points. Haley Rourke also has 2 points, as does Amira Millard with 2 points at the half.
All right, Central getting to the line, getting more field shots in this ball game. Let's go through those totals.
Yeah, that was one thing we touched on after the first quarter, but at the half, Central is 7 of 26 from the floor, 3 of 9 from 3, which is pretty good percentage-wise. But free throws, they're only 8 of 16 right now, shooting 50% from the free throw line. For Clayton Ridge, they were 4 of 13 after the first quarter from the field. They're now 4 of 17. 0 of 3 from the three-point line and didn't get to the free throw line, so still 2 of 3 from the line.
And 4 shots taken in the second quarter, and it really had to do with turnovers.
Yeah, they had 4 or 5 turnovers after the first quarter. They have 17 at the half. So Central, as I mentioned, really flipped that switch, turned the dial up on defense, fronting the low post with somebody helping out back, and their guards, the Clayton Ridge guards, are just getting hounded right now by the Central defense.
So it's 25-10 here at the half. Central enjoying the lead in this ball game. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk about our boys game coming up a little bit later on. And, of course, talk about the second half of this ball game. A final score. Prince of Peace has defeated the Edco girls tonight by a final score of 54-50. And the Key High girls lead Postville at the half 36-12. Back with more high school basketball after this.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Gardavillo Auto and Tire is a full automotive service shop that offers tire sales and repairs. We have 24-hour gas and diesel pumps where you can pay at the pump, a tire truck and mobile service vehicle for roadside and on-the-farm assistance, and a semi-wrecker so no rig is too big. Check out our current tire rebates by stopping into Gardavillo Auto and Tire or call 563-964-2005. That's 563-964-2005.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here at the half. It is 25-10. Central leading Clayton Ridge at the break. Meanwhile, we mentioned the Key High girls leading Postville 36-12. And the Prince of Peace girls have defeated Edco tonight by a final score of 54-50. Our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. And the Clayton Ridge boys have been great defensively here the last couple of nights.
Yeah, this is a tale of two different teams here. This Clayton Ridge team, senior dominated, really trying for that Upper Iowa Conference title, and this Central team just trying to stay out of the cellar. They've beaten West Central already this year, and maybe they can put on a good show tonight, but they're young, missing guys.
Yeah, they've been dealing with injuries, illness has been, especially the last couple of weeks there. Everything that you could basically have, I think, go wrong has basically been the case for the Central boys. But expect them to have a better effort tonight in that ball game against Turkey Valley. They just weren't aggressive in that ball game offensively. Clayton Ridge won the first matchup big. They try to keep chase in the Upper Iowa Conference there, as it is MFL Marmac, the team to beat in the Upper Iowa Conference. All right, so that boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. Let's talk about this second half here. And again, Central defensively, that's where the difference of this game has been.
Yeah, it really is. I really like the game plan from Coach Funk and this Clayton Ridge girls team coming out. They extended that full court pressure just to slow down the transition offense for the Central offense. But then it really got out of hand because the tempo got turned up. The Central team really turned it up on defense, forcing some turnovers, getting out in transition. You really can't set up your defenses the way you'd like if you're consistently turning the ball over and giving them fast breaks.
All right, and for Clayton Ridge, I thought defensively they really came out aggressive in this ball game. But, again, the fast break opportunities, that can make the defense look bad.
Yeah, and Central, their half-court offense has been okay, especially in that second quarter. It was okay. But the biggest difference in this ballgame is just turning the ball over for Clayton Ridge, which is one thing they didn't do horribly coming into this ballgame.
Fouls, a major concern. The Eagles start this second half with three starters on the court with 3 fouls. They go pick and roll, trying to go in the lane to Deitmeyer, intercepted by Delaney Scharf. Jump that passing lane, nice pick and roll down low, defended by the Warriors. So it is Frieden, Delaney Scharf, Ashlyn Scharf, Lone, and Ash out there for Central as we start the second half. And left side now to Lone. She's open left side, fires up the three, left it short, and the rebound by Harbor. Harbor, Deitmeyer, Millard, Rourke, and Moore. And you have Harbor along with Rourke and Deitmeyer with 3 fouls each. But at this point, you got to play through that. Rourke right side and a foul reach-in committed there by Ash.
Yeah, Ash, you don't have to reach there. You're in perfect position. She's just about to pick up the ball in a really bad spot. You can let your defensive helpers come up and really put pressure on their girls as you pressure the ball. You don't have to reach there to turn the ball over.
Rourke hit to Deitmeyer, trying to go in the lane to Moore, loses the handle on the ball, but she may have been bodied in the middle of the lane, and she was. A foul committed there, and that's by Ash as they worked it into the middle of the lane. Moore, some contact, and they say Moore actually going up for the shot. She'll go to the free throw line for 2, the third foul on Ash.
2 quick ones there, and that one was just a really not knowing where the girl was behind you. Moore did a really good job of sneaking underneath of Ash there on the wing, and Ash didn't realize it until the ball was headed over there, and she bodies up Moore as she goes up for the shot.
So at the free throw line is Moore, trying to get the Eagles here with their first points from the first quarter, and there it is. So they had a drought, and it's stretched the entire second quarter in really the last 3 minutes of the first quarter. So over 11 minutes without scoring.
And that drought from the field continues on, even though Moore made the first free throw there.
Second free throw good. So Moore swishes them through. The Eagles will need more of that. Again, in the last ball game, this was kind of similar. The Eagles were down, then fell down big in the third quarter, but rallied to make it a game in the fourth quarter. So trying to hang in here, see if they can get some things going later this second half. Frieden open, deep left side for 3. Banks it well long, a step behind the arc from the left side. But Ashlyn Scharf the rebound. Delaney Scharf right side. 15-footer rolls off the left side of the rim. It is no good, and the rebound cleared by the Eagles. So back offensively across the timeline now. Here is Rourke. Just underway in our second half. Rourke guarded on top there by Delaney Scharf. And back over on top to Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer right side to Moore. They've played girl to girl throughout. Pick and roll. Deitmeyer gets it. The shot blocked from behind by Frieden. Good help defense there on the pick and roll. And the Warriors have it offensively. Back right side alone in the corner. Delaney Scharf. Cut off on the baseline. Good job by the Eagles getting back. And Frieden now on top to Ashlyn Scharf. Left side open for 3. Got it. Nothing but the bottom of the nets. And it's a 16-point lead for Central.
Yeah, Central's got to do a better job of reversing this ball. These skip passes are there. Because this Clayton Ridge team is so low and so compact on defense, those skip passes have been there all game.
16-point lead, 2 minutes into our third quarter. Rourke pick and roll, and again falling down was Deitmeyer, but there was good defense. That pass was going to be deflected or at least stolen away one way or the other. Alone back across the timeline. And back out on top to Keel. Left side, Delaney Scharf. She's open left side for 3. It's off the side of the rim. Right side of the rim, kicks to the left side, and Deitmeyer gets the rebound off the left side. Eagles still looking for their first field goal since the first quarter. And Deitmeyer has it on top at the top of the key. Moore, right side, fires up the three. Aired it out. Millard tried to save it out of bounds. She does, but into the hands of Delaney Scharf. And the Warriors have that loose basketball. Good hustle there by Millard. Back offensively now, right side to Lone. Lone, free throw line, Ashlyn Scharf behind the free throw line. 17-footer, shot no good. Frieden got a hand in there to get the rebound, but cannot pull it down. Goes out of bounds underneath the basket and back to the Eagles.
That's the type of skip pass I was talking about. Clayton Ridge is trying to double the baseline corner, and their middle and their top really come over really far. So all you have to do, maybe take a dribble inside, reverse that to the top of the key, or maybe opposite wing. It's been open all night.
Millard checks out of the game for the Eagles. Powers comes back in. Rourke has it knocked away by Delaney Scharf. And then, after the ball goes into the backcourt there, it is picked up by Delaney Scharf. They actually say it's over and back. Is that what they ruled there? I thought at first maybe Scharf was going to get called for a foul, but they say over and back.
Delaney definitely hit that ball. She definitely tapped the ball into the backcourt, so I don't really understand that ruling.
Unless they thought maybe did it deflect off Rourke into the backcourt, but either way, it goes back to Central. Baseline, Ashlyn Scharf drives underneath the basket, cut off there on the baseline, swings it over to Gracie Kummer, who just checked in. Delaney Scharf drives in the lane, pulls up, 8-footer, rolls around, got it to stay down. This equals the biggest lead of the night at 18 for Central.
That's one thing they really haven't given up so far tonight. Now they're in a 2-3 zone on defense, but that's one thing they've really done a really good job of defensively, no matter what the scoreboard says, really not allowing ball pressure inside.
Rourke went off a pick there, and reaching in from behind is Delaney Scharf, who forces a jump ball. Again, the Eagles trying to dribble through pressure, and Central forces a turnover.
Yeah, that's one thing if you're Coach Mike, you really got to tell your girls is you're probably not going to go by any of these Central defenders. They're all really quick. Their entire team around the same height, around the same athleticism for Central, and they're really good on-ball defenders. So trying to dribble past that's really tough.
Hey, you can switch everything if you want there. Morgan Pierce, by the way, checking in for the Eagles. Excuse me, Rourke checks out. So back is Central here offensively. And it is Delaney Scharf against the 1-3-1. And they bring it on top to Frieden. Frieden goes baseline to Gracie Kummer. Nice job by Pierce getting a hand in the passing lane. Deflects it into the hands of Harbor. And the Eagles get themselves a steal. Halfway through the third quarter. And off the left side now with the basketball. Here is going to be Harbor. Harbor trying to go back out on top. Ashlyn Scharf was looking for a steal. They go top of the key. Pierce open top of the key for three. It's up the back of the rim. Shot no good. Harbor the baseline. 15-foot rebound there. Misses the 15-footer short. Frieden gets the rebound. Baseball pass ahead of Delaney Scharf. Overshoots her. Scharf cannot track it down. She shuts off the light on the way against the wall there. Turns things back on and hustles back down the court.
I don't know, have you ever seen that before where a player in action shuts off one of the gym lights? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Well, I've seen fans over here in particular walk in on that far in the entryway and then lean over to the left with their back to the wall, shut off the lights on the left side, but that was on the right side where those lights are. And they're back on. Good thing it's not like the old gymnasiums. We'd have to wait 15 minutes to turn it back on. Meanwhile, the Eagles without a field goal. Pierce at the free throw line, trying to go pick and roll to Miller. But there's Grace Keel to help defense, knocks it out of bounds. And it will stay down here, though, with the Eagles. That's really changed on the pick and roll down low.
It worked early in this ballgame, and it worked once earlier in this third quarter, but Central is just sending all the opposite side help over to help off that pick and roll.
Inbounds Miller takes that post-up shot, banks it up, and in. Foul, count the basket. Their first field goal in over 14 minutes. It makes it 30-14. Millard has a three-point opportunity.
That was just way too easy off of that inbounds play as well. Great job by Millard getting position there, really making her girl get underneath the basket, and you basically had a layup. Powerful finish through the Grace Kuehl, foul.
Free throw no good. Deitmeyer, the offensive rebound, scores the putback from the left side. So as poor as the Eagles have shot in this ball game, down by 14, hanging in here in the third quarter. Back left side to Ashlyn Scharf. Can they make a run in this second half? Left side, Grace Keel drives in, loses the basketball. Actually, it rolls right underneath her. They call traveling. I don't know. She never really had the ball. She kind of went head first over the basketball, and it's a turnover nonetheless that gives it to the Eagles.
Yeah, it definitely would have been a travel if she would have picked up the ball, but she never even had the ball before the whistle. Sure.
Picture sliding head first into second base, but there's the basketball underneath you. Right side, Moore. Off a pick on top to Deitmeyer. So a chance for the Eagles to get back within a dozen. Deitmeyer drives in, stops, banks it up and in from the right side there, and it's a 12-point game. So a 6-0 run here by the Eagles.
And it's all been inside here for Clayton Ridge. We knew that was a central weakness and a Clayton Ridge strength. And the last couple of minutes, it's been that way.
Grace Keel open, left side for three, kicks it long. That shot no good, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Eagles in the far corner. So she missed it there long to the right side. Substitution. Fikert was just in momentarily for Central. Frieden checks back into the game. Harbor checks out for the Eagles. And into the ball game for them will be Rourke back in there. The Eagles, the other thing is, no fouls committed right now here in this third quarter. Ashlyn Scharf tried to go right side to Delaney. Delaney has it right side, hands it back to Ashlyn Scharf. On top here to Keel. You've got 5 girls around the three-point line right now. And left side with it is Frieden. Frieden cutting through the lane, Delaney Scharf drives on the right block, takes a tough 8-foot shot, no good, but fouled on the drive in, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2. It's where the older sister could have kicked it out to the younger sister, Ashlyn, and I'm the big sister, I'll take the shot.
She kind of got bailed out there as well. That's a really poor possession in the half court for that Central offense. They had a 5 out, which helps out Clayton Ridge tremendously. If there's nobody in the middle there against that 2-3 zone, the Clayton Ridge guards can just slide all the way over and really not worry about getting anything behind them.
So the free throw good, stops that quick burst by the Eagles, and it's now 31-18. Second free throw there is good, and it's now 32-18. Delaney Scharf will check out as Caitlin Wiley checks in for the Warriors. Approaching the 2-minute mark in our third quarter. The teams, I think, have finally adjusted to how the game's being called. Backcourt area now Moore. And Moore brings it left side and stops off the pick and goes to Millard. Millard looking really for Deitmeyer in the lane, being fronted by Frieden in the left block area. Rourke, pick and roll, defended well by Central. Rourke goes right side now here to Moore. In the lane, Millard. Millard in the right block, takes a tough shot. Right side, 8 feet away, up and in. So Millard created a little spacing, and it's, again, a 12-point lead.
Good job by Millard creating that space, but really poor job by Ashlyn Scharf there. You got to get in front. That's the entire game plan. Front the post, get help around the back.
And on top, Grace Keel with the basketball now. Clayton Ridge continues that 1-3-1. Right side, Grace Keel open. Right side, fires up the 3. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound. Millard going after it. Cannot hang on to it in the far left corner. And it goes out of bounds. And it will stay down here with Central with the basketball.
We talked about in the second quarter, Central was doing such an amazing job of really getting inside, being patient, passing the ball, turning those threes into mid-range 2s. And so far, they're reverting back to taking a lot of these quick rush 3s, only 1 or 2 passes in a possession.
Inbounds to Keel. A score to pass along at the end of the first quarter. The New Hampton girls lead North Fayette Valley 8-4. Meanwhile, Keyhigh now leads Postville. That is at the end of the third quarter. And the score of that ball game is now 49-23. Keyhigh leads Postville. Meanwhile, Jalen Moore commits a reach-in foul on top. So the third foul on Moore. The 4th Eagle now with 3 fouls. So in the lane, that's a Wiley. Goes baseline to Comer. Back over right wing to Keel, who tried to throw it to Frieden on the top of the key. Overshot her. And the ball goes out of bounds in the Central stands. And a turnover there by the Warriors.
That's Grace Keel really just throwing to a spot and not a player. She was in the top right of that 2-1-2 attack against the 1-3-1. The top right, she was expecting the other slot, the other wing to be there, but they weren't. They were rotating over.
Ashlyn Scharf checks out for Central. Gracie Comer back in, driving in the lane. Moore, a lot of trouble, knocked away by Frieden, picked up there by Scharf. Scharf drives in, the shot over Harbor. It is up and in. Good straight-up defense by Harbor. Clayton Ridge had a chance to get back within 10, maybe 9, but now it's 14 after the fast break.
Yeah, Jalen Moore tried to really dribble into a triple team there. Pass got deflected. Easy layup on the other end for Scharf.
Right side, Harbor with the basketball. Pick and roll. Deitmeyer, nice job freeing herself underneath. Keel ends up on the floor as Deitmeyer uses her frame to post up, and it's 34-22. Inside 30 seconds now left here in our third quarter. Keel drives in the lane, deflected out of there. Good defense by Powers as she was there helping defensively, and here's the Eagles offensively. Moore drives in the offensive end, slapped away by Delaney Scharf, and the Eagles will take it on the far sideline out of bounds in their offensive end.
These last few minutes, the Central team is reverting back to how they were playing earlier in the ballgame. Rushed on offense, forcing things that aren't there. You have a lead. Be patient.
Powers in the lane, stops the dribble, hands it to Millard. Millard drives in. 8-foot jump shot, middle of the lane, rolls over the front of the rim. It is good. So they're back within 10 as we're down to 10 seconds now left here in our third quarter. Offensively, it is Delaney Scharf. Top of the key, drives left side, pulls up the shot, blocked from behind by Millard from 8 feet away. Moore has it stripped away by Scharf. Loose ball on the court, and they are going to call a kick with 0.9 seconds left. And let's see who they call the kick against. But it is going to be Central's basketball, and with 0.9, you can still get a shot off here. So Delaney Scharf will take it out of bounds with 0.9 seconds to go. Inbounds to Keel at the volleyball line. Shot on its way, and it circles around. No good. And the third quarter comes to an end. The Eagles have worked their way back within 10. 34-24 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Even though we don't know what life has in store for our homes or cars, we can still prepare. Introducing the Damage Doesn't Have to Be Too Damaging policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Myers Auto Service in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door.
So in the third quarter, Clayton Ridge outscoring Central 14-9. Think about this. Clayton Ridge goes over 14 minutes without a field goal in this ball game. They do not score in the second quarter, and yet still in this ball game to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's really Central going back to what they were doing earlier in the ball game, taking poor shots on offense, poor quick shots on offense, not getting to the line, and this Clayton Ridge team really pounding it inside using their height advantage.
Harbor goes right side to Deitmeyer, takes a baseline 8-foot jump shot, no good, but fouled by Frieden. And Deitmeyer goes to the free throw line for 2. So Deitmeyer, Moore, Powers, Harbor, and Millard out there. The Eagles only committing 2 fouls in that third quarter. That is the fourth on the Warriors. And the second foul on Frieden. You have Frieden, Ash, Delaney Scharf, Ashlyn Scharf, and Lone. Free throw is good by Deitmeyer. It's a 9-point ball game. They were down by 18 early in the third quarter.
Yeah, and this is a game, if you're Coach Wiley and Central, that you really don't want to be in at this point because of the busy schedule surrounding it.
Free throw good, and it's 34-26. So back in the offensive end, now here is Central. Right side to Lone. Lone drives baseline, cut off by Deitmeyer on the 1-3-1. Back over to Scharf. Scharf at the free throw line. Delaney Scharf, that is. Left side, Ash, deep left corner for 3. It's short. Rebound knocked out of there by Frieden over Powers. Back to Lone on the block. Covered. Right side, Frieden, deep right corner for 3. Rolls around. Got it to go down. And the Warriors needing that. Back up by double digits.
Yeah, you just needed some sort of oxygen here, something to breathe, a little breathing space, and Frieden provides it right there.
Harbor in the corner to Moore. 7-minute mark in our fourth quarter. Deitmeyer on the right wing. She's going to fire up a 3. Banks it well long. Shot no good. She was 3 of 9 from the three-point line this year, so not out of the reach there to take that shot. Warriors back offensively with Ash. Ash back over to Frieden. Frieden in the corner to Lone. Deep left corner, and has to bring it back out on top. So it's 37-26, and Central can certainly be patient on offense. Delaney Scharf, baseline to Frieden, deep right corner, open for another 3, leaves it short. Lone gets the rebound, put back, rolls off the back of the rim. Delaney Scharf in the midst of the lane gets the rebound there amongst 3 girls. And here's now Frieden driving in, lays up from the right side, got it to hang on the rim, goes through, foul, count the basket, in a 3-point opportunity.
Excellent job there by Haley Frieden, finally seeing some room on the inside and attacking the paint. We know this Clayton Ridge team has a lot of girls with a lot of fouls right now, and if you go straight inside there, you might get bailed out like you did right there in a nice little touch finish.
That is the 4th foul on Deitmeyer. Free throw by Frieden is good, so Frieden is answered here with 6 points after the Eagles getting back within 8, and it's back to a 14-point lead here with 6.5 left in the fourth quarter. That happened quickly. Another score now. New Hampton leads the North Fayette Valley girls 16-13 at the half. And across the timeline, Scharf steals it away from Moore. Scharf drives in, jump stops, uses the left hand, lays it up and in. Nice job there. Well, there's your 8-0 run by Central and back in control. Been a game of runs tonight. Offensively, here is Harbor, left side to Powers. Powers gets a lane to the basket, uses the right hand, leaves it short. Probably rushed that shot. Lone gets the rebound and tosses there. Powers basically to the floor as both of them going after the ball, just swiping it away. It's certainly not intentional, but it's a jump ball, and it goes back to Central.
That's I think Powers is a little lucky to get a jump ball there because I don't think she ever touched it after the shot. I think she was on Lone's arm, and she tried to rip the ball away and ended up bringing Powers with her.
Ash in the offensive end with Alone, who pushes it ahead now for Central. Powers checking out. She's all right. Rourke back into the ball game. Inside 6 minutes left in our fourth quarter, and now Harbor a blocking call as Ash went off a pick off top. And the Eagles now here, down by 16, and that is the fourth foul on the Harbor. So those first half fouls now mounting up, and now a timeout being taken here, I believe, by Central. 5:55 to go here in the fourth. It is a 16-point lead for Central. Let's take this break.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
So it's 42-26, 16-point lead. We mentioned Harbor there with a fourth foul. Warriors with the basketball here now, trying to keep Clayton Ridge at a distance the rest of this game.
Yeah, got a little breathing room there. Flip that switch again for the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. Get some breathing room here and just looking to put this one away.
So offensively, they go right side. Driving in is Delaney Scharf, and falling to the floor, gets the roll on the right side. And the Warriors answer their biggest lead here, equal their biggest lead of the night by 18.
Here's a little 1-2-2 or a little 1-3-1 here from Central with their best defender up top, Delaney Scharf, causing all kinds of havoc.
Right side to Moore. So Central at times has been locked down in the lane. They try to throw it to Deitmeyer, over the head into Millard. Her post-up shot banks it long. Lone takes the rebound away there from everybody underneath the basket. Millard had a good look. So the Eagles lead by 18. Ahead of the pack, here's Ash. Ash drives left side, but leaves the shot short. She knew Deitmeyer was closing quickly. The shot is short, and the ball goes back to the Eagles.
Great full court look there from Delaney Scharf as they drop back into this 1-3-1 look.
And this is something that Central now working on here. We haven't seen much of it. From the elbow, Deitmeyer, 15-footer up and in. Boy, Deitmeyer so good facing the basket as well. Hits the jump shot from the elbow. 16-point lead for the Warriors.
That's a bad thing when you have kind of shorter wings in the 1-3-1. You can't prevent that pass going from top slot down to the corner that quick.
Eagles are straight girl-to-girl defense now. Frieden drives into the lane there. Double team, swoops it up with the right hand. Too strong with it there. Banked it long from left to right. And the rebound pulled down there by Harbor. And here is Clayton Ridge across the timeline. So they're down by 16. And can they make a run here? Harbor, right side. Hands it on to Moore. Free throw line. There's Deitmeyer open. 12-foot jump shot just inside the free throw line. Hits it. Back within 14.
The middle that time was at fault in the 1-3-1 for that Central defense. Nobody's picking up Deitmeyer. The entire point of the 1-3-1 is to try to keep the ball on the outside into the corners. And right now, Clayton Ridge picking it apart.
Frieden, right side. Ash, deep right corner for three off the back of the rim. Moore, nice job securing the rebound off the left side. Halfway through the fourth quarter. So still a 14-point lead for the Warriors. And on top, Harbor. Harbor open, left side, fires up the three. It's off the back of the rim, and the long rebound kicks out of there. Ash, nice job securing that rebound underneath for the Warriors. Back offensively is Ash across the timeline and hands it on over here now to Frieden. Frieden left side to Lone. Lone got a step by her defender, but she traveled, moved the feet before moving the ball, and the turnover gives it back to Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, Central has looked really poor tonight. If you take away that second quarter and the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter, they look really poor, especially when the game is slowed down. Their offensive their offense in the half court, has been pretty poor.
Yeah, Coach Wiley will tell you that right now. That 17-0 run's the difference in this game in that second quarter. Right side, they go in the lane there. Gracie Kummer intercepts the pass there. Intercepts the pass intended for Deitmeyer at the free throw line. Deitmeyer reaches in, and that is going to be the fifth foul by Camden Deitmeyer. That's going to do it for the Eagles.
Yeah, unlucky for her tonight. Picking up those fouls really early in this ballgame really set her back. But when she's been in this ballgame, she's shown that she can be dominant.
And she's leading the Eagles in this ballgame tonight offensively. Backcourt area, Ash. So that will bring in Lola Reimer, a freshman. 3:15 in our fourth quarter. Totals for Deitmeyer in this game tonight.
She finished with 16 tonight, and she only had 4 in the first quarter. So she really turned it on here in the second half.
Keel in the offensive end tried to beat the pressure there, tried to work it to the right block, and it's kicked out of bounds by Clayton Ridge defensively. Central takes it off the right side. Lone, Comer rolls to the left side, gets by Reimer. The shot off the side of the rim, it is no good. Rebound deflected out of there. More for Clayton Ridge, and Comer end up on the floor. The ball ends up out of bounds into the hands of Superintendent Trentcamp. He flips it back, and the ball goes back to the Eagles.
Really good set there on that out-of-bounds play for Central. Got a really good look. Gracie Comer just a little bit out of control there with the shot, and a couple bodies hitting the floor on the rebound.
You know, there's a chance we may not get into the bonus here in the second half. Left side, Millard, baseline 15-footer, no good. Lone gets the rebound, falling down, maintains the dribble. Good job there. Saves it back to Keel. So inside 3 minutes to go, 4 team fouls by Central, 5 on Clayton Ridge. That's after the Warriors took huge advantage of the free throw line in the first half. Right side now here with Lone. Lone on top to Ash. Left side to Fikert, who just checked in that last break. Against the man-to-man, Ashlyn Scharf cuts to the basket, has a drive in, scores the left-handed layup. Offense run well that time by the Warriors.
That was awesome. Patience, really good ball movement, and a great job by Scharf splitting that double team there, getting to the basket. Nice left-handed finish as well.
Rourke takes her eye off the basketball, and Ash just picks it out of there. So Rourke was looking down low, and Ash picks the pocket. Scharf back across the timeline as we approach the 2-minute mark. Warriors on their way to picking up their 10th conference win and staying 2 games back of MFL Marmac. Meanwhile, Ash on offense works to the corner. They go to Ashlyn Scharf now. She drives in, covered, back over, left side. Here's Ash, left wing for 3. That shot aired it out long. Goes out of bounds in the far right corner, and the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge. Ash needs more rotation on that shot, huh, on that ball?
Shot it really well in that second quarter, but has gotten a little cold since then.
Substitution, Miller checks out for the Eagles, has certainly given them good minutes tonight. And into the ball game for them. Powers back in there. 1:45 left in our fourth quarter. And on top, it is again Moore. Knocked away there by Delaney Scharf. Ball goes into the backcourt, picked up by Caitlin Wiley. Left side, Grace Keel. Puts it on the floor. And right side to Fikert. Fikert to Ashlyn Scharf. And Scharf guarded by Powers. Backs her way into the lane. Brings it left side to Wiley on the wing. 15-foot jump shot up and in. Ashlyn Scharf with the ball reversal. And again, it's 18. That's their biggest lead.
A lot better here these last couple of possessions for Central. Really moving the ball, knowing that Clayton Ridge isn't putting a lot of ball pressure on them. They have patience. You can get open looks whenever you want.
And left side, Harbor drives in. The shot, Annie over. She drove baseline, maybe expecting contact. Shot no good, but the rebound by Moore. Back over to Harbor, who takes a little jumper from outside the lane from the right side. Flat off the back of the rim. And the Warriors get the rebound, 45 seconds and counting in our fourth quarter. Outscored Clayton Ridge, 17-0 in the second quarter. They lead by 18. There's your game. And on top is Delaney Scharf. Scharf has a lane to the basket, reverses it right side now. Ashlyn Scharf, right side open for 3, short. Rebound, Fikert pulls it away. Her putback shot altered by Reimer, blocked by Reimer. The foul called there on Reimer. Good job by Fikert, fighting her way through to get that rebound. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. 25.7 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's Reimer just being a little younger than Fikert out there. Really getting a lesson taught out here in post play.
One thing about the Eagles, you've seen some freshmen getting major minutes for them really this season. Free throw by Fikert. It is off the side of the rim, but rolls through. She hit it off the right side, got the roll in, and it's now 49-30. So this is their biggest lead of the night. Delaney Scharf and Ashlyn Scharf call it a night as Central answered a very slow start to this ball game tonight. Second free throw being eyed by Fikert. Fikert's second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Reimer just able to reach up and grab that rebound for the Eagles. And here's Harbor in the offensive end. Knocked away into the hands of Reimer at the free throw line. And back right side to Powers. 15 seconds to go. Powers drives baseline. Cut off, wraparound pass to Harbor. Harbor drives in, little runner from the left side, backs it up and in. Harbor working hard for that basket. Inside 8 seconds to go. Central can keep it in the backcourt if they choose. Keel in the backcourt goes back to Ash, and the game comes to an end. Central, a slow start, trailed by 6 early, but a dominant second quarter when they held the Eagles scoreless, outscored them by 17 points in the second quarter, 17-0. They win by 17. Central 49, Clayton Ridge 32. That's the final score. With the win, the Warriors now 13-3, 10-2 in the conference, and Clayton Ridge drops to 4-14, 3-11 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats and the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Hi, I'm Megan Kregel, a dairy farmer in Clayton County. As our local student athletes take the field or court this year, the ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up is in the real meat and real dairy foods grown right here in Iowa. Livestock farmers like me are proud to raise high-quality proteins that support health, energy, and performance. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
When in Guttenberg, stop into Sode's Green Acre Country Market and Cafe. Sode's can make you lunch as you browse their gift shop. We have a great selection of spirits, wine, and craft beers, along with a gourmet food section. Looking to shop local? We have a great selection of Iowa-made items, handcrafted soaps, candles, honey, and syrup. We also have jewelry, books, toys, home decor, and so much more. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
49-32, Central Girls victorious. We're joined by Gibson Barons. Let's go through the game totals, individual totals. Let's start with Central.
Central was led, per usual, by Delaney Sharp with 17 points. Haley Frieden, as usual, second in scoring with 12. Hannah Ash had that big second quarter with 8 points. Caitlin Wiley had 2. Ashlyn Sharp had 5. Allie Fikert had 2. Lexi Lone 1. Grace Kuehl made a free throw in this ballgame, and Gracie Kummer also made a free throw in this ballgame, to finish with 1 point.
All right, let's go to the totals now for Clayton Ridge.
They were led, per usual, by Camden Deitmeyer with 16 points after she only had 4 in the first quarter, really dominated the second half until she fouled out. Amira Millard finished with 8 points. Jalen Moore finished with 4. Haley Rourke finished with 2, as did Whitley Harbor finish with 2.
So again, the final score, it is 49-32. Central beats Clayton Ridge. We'll take a break. When we return, the Chalk Talk for the boys game. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
When every minute of your day counts, it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Freedom Bank's online banking and mobile banking services, for example. You can access your accounts from your computer or your smartphone, allowing you to bank from home. You can even pay your bills online with our Bill Pay feature. Freedom Bank's online banking and mobile banking keeps your accounts close at hand. Call today for more information. Freedom Bank, Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukegan, and Decorah. Member FDIC.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
It's time now for the Eagle Warrior boys game. Clayton Ridge has 2 impressive wins this week. Their defense has picked it up a notch with wins this week over Maquoketa Valley and West Central. They look to keep their second half surge going. For Central, a disappointing game against Turkey Valley Tuesday night in which they were held to just 12 points. Expect this team to respond with a better performance tonight. They know they'll need their A game to stay in this one. It's time now for Game 2 with the Eagles and Warriors. The Chalk Talk for the boys game next. It's time now for the Eagle Warrior boys game.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Speedy Shop in Garnavillo with Take and Bake Pizza available. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona. And by Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting, showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Clayton Rage boys basketball coach Kyle Spirschlage. Coach, your team a good win on Tuesday night. Defeated West Central 75-45. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, another great start for us. I believe it was 42-10 at half. We hit outside shots, got steals, transition. Played pretty much a perfect first half. Third quarter, and I really think some credit goes to West Central. They I think they scored 15 or 18 points in the third quarter. And they started hitting a few shots, and we're just missing a few. But I don't think we came out flat or anything, just the way the game worked. But then we were able to obviously play well enough to keep the game out of reach.
All right, so you guys continue to move forward here now with the fourth win in a row. Let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yep, we're healthy, so we'll be the same as what we've been when we've been healthy, which is Gavin Mosier, Caden Helly, Caleb Helly, William Spielbauer, and Caden Palmer. And honestly, their positions depends on what defense we're facing, depends on what we're seeing. For example, on Tuesday, Caden Palmer actually played a decent amount of posts. So we'll mix it up, but those five are the starters.
All right, then again, a number of kids contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, we've been able to actually play 9 guys throughout the first half on Tuesday night, and that was Keaton Reimer subbing typically for Gavin Mosier, Kyler Millard for Caden Helly, Kurt Ross for Caden Palmer, and then Boston Pierce kind of being a sub between William Spielbauer and Caleb Helly.
All right, now turning our attention to Central, I know you guys defeated them earlier this year. What do you kind of remember about that game?
Yeah, I think we had a really good start again, which we've been, I don't want to jinx us, but we've been able to do that. And then I was just focused on ourselves, play our defense offensively, wanting to push the ball, and I think we shot the ball really well that night as well.
All right, so now some of the other keys in the ball game in tonight's game.
Yep, kind of repeat myself there a little bit, but just focusing on us, while at the same point not overlooking an opponent just because we had a big win back in December. So focus on what we do, take care of the ball, rebound, the things that win every game, and we'll see how we do.
Yeah, we really see, I think, your defense really growing this time of the season.
Yeah, and actually the number one thing is it's not always the points per game. It's the turnovers we're forcing. I think we forced 25 plus turnovers on Monday night. I'm not sure. I think Tuesday was probably similar. So add that with us shooting the perimeter ball really well lately. Those two things go together really well. But we can keep turning teams over, and even if we're having an off shooting night, hopefully we can still be in the game.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Clayton Rage boys basketball coach Kyle Spirschlage again. His Eagle team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Is it time for a change to Nightingale Drug? If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take time to stop in and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business with locations in Guttenberg, Postville, and Waukon.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
At Veterans Memorial Hospital Birthing Center, we offer personalized, family-centered care in a safe environment, aiming for the ultimate goal of a healthy newborn and mother. We offer a variety of services throughout a woman's pregnancy, from 4D ultrasound to Whirlpool deliveries. Our birthing center proudly achieved an incredibly low, unplanned C-section rate of less than 5%. Our delivering providers and staff will strive to follow your laboring and birthing wishes to the best of our ability. We look forward to being with you every step of the way throughout life's journey.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, your team dropping that decision to Turkey Valley on Tuesday night. Final score there, 54-12. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, obviously scoring 12 points kind of jumps off the page there. Offensively, didn't do much of anything right throughout the night. Kind of stagnant on the offensive end, which led to a lot of turnovers for us. However, I was pretty pleased with our defense. Through 3 quarters, we gave up 33 points, which is what we need to do because we know we're going to be limited offensively. So on the defensive end, a lot of things to build on. Offensively, kind of had to reset yesterday in practice, go over a lot of things because we got to move the ball a lot better than we did on Tuesday.
Yeah, and again, you're going to see the 1-3-1 again tonight, correct?
Yep, no doubt in my mind, and Clayton Ridge did a great job against us the first time around, getting live ball turnovers, getting layups in the transition, so we got to do a better job of at least having dead ball turnovers so we can get back and get our half-court defense set.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight then.
Yeah, we're going to start with Corey Weber and Caden Erickson at guards. We'll have Dan McGreal and Seth Bennett as our wings, and then Tate Behrens will be in the middle for us.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, first guys coming in, Corey Shantz, Ethan Pallas, Gabe Erickson, and Charlie Wiener will all see time tonight.
All right, now you mentioned a little bit about the first game against Clayton Ridge, dropped that decision. What else do you kind of remember about that game?
Yeah, we played man most of the night the first time around, did some good things there. Probably starting his zone tonight. That's what we've been working on lately. But we'll have to adjust on the defensive end. And obviously on the offensive end, you talked about the 1-3-1. Got to have guys filling passing lanes. Just can't be as stagnant as we were on Tuesday. And we got to reverse the ball and make them work a little bit on the defensive end.
All right, so some of the other keys in the ball game, I take it rebounding's one of them.
Rebounding, absolutely. And, that hurt us on Tuesday as well. Finding bodies, especially when if we're in that zone, got to find bodies to box out. And other than that, Dan McGreal, I think he had 5 shot attempts on Tuesday. We're going to need him to be a lot more aggressive on the offensive end as well.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Appreciate it, Dan.
Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer and his Warrior team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. Your health affects every aspect of your life, and here at Clayton Drug, we are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We deliver a range of services with options to meet your individual needs. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing, to your home or mail delivery, online prescription refill, and a prescription loyalty program. We also have personal and home health care items available. Clayton Drug connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snowblower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in northeast Iowa, Lanny Keel and Sarah Zabor, your New York Life agents in Garnavillo, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back once again to Elkader. Welcome back for the boys' game tonight here on KCTN Clayton Region Central. I'm Dan Behrens along with Gibson Behrens. Here we go tonight with game number 2. Our girls' final tonight, Central victorious 49-32. They pitched a shutout, a 17-0 second quarter. The difference in that ball game. Keyhigh has defeated Postville tonight 65-37 in girls basketball. Edco victorious, Prince of Peace defeating Edco tonight. Final score of that ball game was 54-50. And let's get you an update now on New Hampton and North Fayette Valley. They have now played 3 quarters, and North Fayette Valley leads New Hampton girls 30-23 at the end of 3. Meanwhile, halftime of a boys game, Edco leading Prince of Peace 30-23 at the half. All right, we got you all set up now on the scores. Let's get ready for our boys game tonight. And let's start with Clayton Ridge, a team that has now won 4 in a row coming in.
They've pretty much played pretty good all season long except for one slip-up against Turkey Valley, which might actually cost them a chance to tie MFL Marmac at the top of the Upper Iowa Conference and win that title. But it all starts on defense with them. They've really tried to run more of that 1-3-1 this year. Coach Spearsloggy has really implemented that. Love the way Coach Sass used to do it up in Postville, so he's trying to implement that with his senior-dominated team, and this team is lengthy.
All right, Central has nothing to do with the score in this ball game tonight. They were held to 12 points against Turkey Valley, and Coach Stramer wants to see better effort from his kids tonight.
Yeah, some of these ball games, if you're a coach, you kind of come into it thinking, if we're at least in this ball game, I'm proud, but all I want to do is build on our previous games. And as you said, they only scored 12 points on Tuesday. You just look forward to them to play their butts off on defense and take care of the ball and make good decisions. And you can build on that from there.
In the first matchup, it was Clayton Ridge controlling things and then delivered a knockout punch in the second half, and they won big, I believe by 36 points in that ball game. So Carly Thorson is courtside once again. Let's go courtside now. And the starting lineups here for game number 2 with Central and Clayton Ridge. Take it away there, Carly.
Basketball fans, welcome to the second half of tonight's Upper Iowa Conference matchup featuring the Eagles of Clayton Ridge and your Central Warriors. Throughout tonight's match, sportsmanship expectations of the Iowa High School Athletic Association will be followed. It is a clear obligation of contestants, coaches, and spectators to practice the highest principles of sportsmanship and ethics of competition. And now let's meet our starting lineups. For the Eagles, a senior, number 23, Caden Palmer. For the Warriors, a senior, number 2, Corey Weber. For the Eagles, a junior, number 34, Gavin Mosier. For the Warriors, a senior, number 3, Seth Benna. For the Eagles, a junior, number 35, Caden Helly. For the Warriors, a junior, number 5, Caden Erickson. For the Eagles, a senior, number 44, Caleb Helly. For the Warriors, a junior, number 20, Dan McGreal. And for the Eagles, a senior, number 52, William Spielbauer. And for the Warriors, a junior, number 44, Tate Behrens. Coaching for Clayton Ridge tonight is head coach Kyle Spearsloggy, who is assisted by Tim Helly and Ben Backus. Coaching for Central tonight is head coach Brady Stramer, who is assisted by Blake Rodenberg, Michael Beck, and Andy Seelan.
All right, great job there, Carly Thorson. Thank you very much. We're ready to go here now with game number 2 with Clayton Ridge and Central. As we mentioned, not a bad crowd on hand tonight. It's a makeup game. It's a Thursday night. And this is the second meeting between these two teams. Obviously, pace of this ball game. A Central team that doesn't score a ton of points. They're only averaging about 34, 35 points a ball game. The Eagles are going to want to force tempo in this game.
Yeah, if this game stays in the 30s, I think that's Central's only chance of staying in this ball game. Keep this below 40.
Benna jumps up there for Central, and it is for Clayton Ridge. I believe that time it was Spielbauer winning the tip. Palmer, I believe, jumped it. But either way, the Eagles got the ball, and they're in the offensive end. Right side, Helly, open right side, fires up a three, got it from the right wing. And the Eagles strike first there, a little ball reversal, and an open three.
Yeah, pretty easy there. Just playing a little practice session here, but here comes Clayton Ridge dropping back in that 1-3-1. Gavin Mosier being a nuisance up top.
And again, that's his job in that 1-3-1. Benna has it right side, and the ball deflected by Mosier. They call a kick there on Mosier. It looked like he had the steal there, but the ball got kicked by the toe there of Mosier, and they're going to keep it here with Central at center court. So the Warriors, and again, they face this Tuesday night against Turkey Valley, the 1-3-1. Got to be quick with moving the ball. And right side it is again Erickson. Kate Erickson bounce past it to Barons down low. Intercepted there by Caleb Helly. Ahead of the pack, here's Mosier. Jump stops. Lays it up from the left side up and in. Great jump stop to reset. And in the blink of an eye, 1 minute in, the Eagles lead 5-0.
Yeah, really good action there by Clayton Ridge. Central had the right idea there. Caden Erickson, right idea. Drive down low, try to make that bounce pass to the bottom block. But Clayton Ridge, too lengthy, too quick.
Weber tried to go right side there to Benna. Threw it in front of him. Benna was headed towards center court circle. The ball goes out of bounds at the scorer's table. And it's a turnover there by the Warriors. 2 trips down and a couple of turnovers.
Yeah, that was kind of an unforced turnover there by Weber, because he just kind of got himself caught in no man's land and didn't really have a lot of ball pressure either, just threw it away.
Left side, Palmer, top of the key. Right side here, Spielbauer, right side for 3, got it! Well, Central out of the zone, hoping to force Clayton Ridge to be outside tonight, and the Eagles fine with that so far.
It's kind of one of those pick your poisons thing, because Clayton Ridge has 4 of the top 5 tallest guys on the court right now, minus Tate Barons for Central.
Weber goes right side to Erickson, so they get it into the offensive end, a bit shaky, as Weber has it left side, baseline to Barons. Barons in the deep left corner goes to McGreal at the elbow, deflected by Helly. That's Caleb Helly, but picked back up. And now Caden Erickson falling down, just tries to save possession and throws it right to an Eagle. Back offensively, Caleb Helly. Caden now has it, left elbow area to Palmer. Palmer drives baseline, double pump shot, leaning in, no good. Mosier the rebound, put back, fouled on the way up from the left side as the Eagles lengthy underneath, and it is Mosier to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, offensively, Central is trying this 3 up top, 2 down low offense against this 1-3-1. But once the ball gets in the corner, nobody's cutting middle. So the middle guy for Clayton Ridge is able to sit back and take away all those long passing lanes. Really odd offense so far for Central, really limiting their options offensively.
Free throw by Mosier, rattles in and out. He'll have another opportunity. Clayton Ridge offensively, led by William Spielbauer at over 16 points a ball game. Caleb Helly at 12.7. And Palmer really now continuing to add on as that third scorer. He's now in double figures at 10. Free throw by Mosier, good. Makes the second one, switches that through. He averages a little over 7 a ball game. So 9-0, 2 minutes in. And the Eagles in the lead here. Across the timeline, Benna goes left side to McGreal, and McGreal again back out on top to Weber, just trying to get into their offense. Substitution, Paulus checks in, drives right side, banks it up and in from the right block. So into the ball game for Central is number 25, Ethan Paulus, a sophomore. Set, bank that shot in from the right side.
Palmer too slow on that rotation from the top as he turns the ball over here on offense.
Yeah, Palmer tried to go in the lane, but there's Central deflecting it. Loose ball picked up by McGreal. So the Warriors there know they want to attack this 1-3-1 along the baseline. Paulus has it right side. Guarded by Palmer in the lane to Weber. Weber saves it to McGreal. Free throw line, 15-footer off the back of the rim. Mosier tips the rebound to Caleb Helly, and the Eagles back in the offensive end. Quickly ahead, Helly, good job by Central getting back. They don't want to give up any fast break opportunities. Can ill afford to in this ball game tonight. Caleb Helly, baseline to Mosier. Right side gets a step by Barons. Pump fakes, leaves the shot short, gets his own rebound, put back from the right side up and in. Got it to roll through. And here's a timeout by Central just like that. Great start for the Eagles on the road. 3 minutes in, they lead 11-2. Let's take this break.
You love your business. You put everything into it, nurtured it so it would grow into the pride and joy it's become. It's only natural that you want to protect it with the right insurance. An insurance policy from West Bend is the best way to keep it happy, healthy, and profitable. We'll wrap it in the cozy warmth of the silver lining. To find out how West Bend can protect your business, contact Tom Gifford, Kevin Lau, or Michael Beck, agents with Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader at 245-1360.
Do you need something fun and unique for a Valentine's gift?
Check out the jewelry collections at Turkey River Mall in downtown Elkader. There are 4 levels with 14,000 square feet of purely unique shopping. You'll discover an eclectic mix of old and new, including antiques, jewelry, high-end and resale clothing for kids and adults, furniture, art, toys, crafts, rocks and minerals, and think custom apparel. You must shop the area's largest selection of anything and everything at Turkey River Mall in downtown Elkader. Visit their website at turkeyrivermall.com.
Well, you were hoping if you were Central in this ball game that maybe Clayton Ridge was maybe overlooking you to start this ball game. Not the case here. A little over 3 minutes in.
And you were hoping some of those jump shots wouldn't fall initially for Clayton Ridge, but so far so good offensively and defensively for Clayton Ridge.
All right, so the Warriors back offensively here as they set up shop. Right side, McGreal trying to go in the corner to Paulus, but there is a reach-in foul committed there by Clayton Ridge. So again, our score, 11-2, 4:41 left in the opening quarter, and it is going to be Central's basketball, and they will take it out once again there on the right side of the basket. So inbounds here, they'll try to work it inbounds, and Weber takes it out of bounds. Goes left side to Paulus, back over to Wiedner, who's checked into the ball game for the Warriors. Left side, here's Weber, bank shot from the left elbow, somehow got it to stay down, banked it high, hit the front of the rim, kicked up, but stayed down. So the Warriors here back within 7. Spielauer on top to Caden Helly. So you've got Wiedner in for Barnes and Charlie Wiedner, another 6'7" kid. Right side, Caden Helly, right side for 3, got it. And the Eagles lead by double digits.
Yeah, Clayton Ridge is just passing the ball out around the perimeter right now. Really not a care in the world and getting set. Catch and shoot looks.
And offensively, here's Weber. Goes right side to Paulus. Baseline, 15-foot jump shot. Leaves it short off the front of the rim. Palmer gets the rebound. And again, he wants to lead things. Drive in. And it's stripped out of there by Weber. Good job getting back defensively by Weber. And they say it actually goes off the hands of Palmer. He touched it last. And the ball goes out of bounds back to Central.
This Clayton Ridge 1-3-1 right now is really getting confused with the 3 up top, 2 down low look that Central's giving them. But this all has to do with the middle. You need to get your hands up high to take away this pass.
Meanwhile, Keaton Reimer checked in the last break along with Kurt Ross for the Eagles, as checking out for them was Mosier checked out of the ball game, and also checking out for them as well, Palmer. So they go left side now. Palmer just checked out. Right side, McGreal. Free throw line extended, really yet to get into their offense. 3.5 minutes left in our first quarter. Reimer tips the ball away. Diving for it is 2 Eagles, but it's picked up by Weber at the free throw line. He drives in, then volleyball spiked out of bounds by Spielbauer. That's what you call a good help defense.
That's really good defense there by Clayton Ridge. I know they didn't get any of those loose balls, but they tipped the ball 5 or 6 times on that possession. Got a scramble play that hopefully the next one you get.
Benna, left side to Paulus. Baseline, 15-footer. It is good. Paulus loves the baseline. And again, that's there against that 1-3-1. Warriors back within 8.
Those Clayton Ridge wings, you have to get wider, take away those quick 1-2 passes from the top down to the bottom.
Spielbauer, and right side, he's going to launch up a 3, a step behind the arc. No good. Wiedner, again at 6'7", reaches up and gets that rebound inside 3 minutes left in our first quarter. So after a blitz by the Eagles to start, Central trying to settle in here. And McGreal has it at the free throw line to Benna. Benna, right side to Paulus. Paulus, deep right corner for 3. Aired it out, probably a step or 2 behind his range. Spielbauer had the ball knocked away by Weber, then able to pull it away from him. Spielbauer maintains possession, has it right wing now, puts it on the floor, drives in, and a reach-in foul committed there by Central on the drive in. So now Clayton Ridge has hit 3 3-pointers in this ball game. But let's talk about what they want to do offensively.
And as they're bringing 4 new guys in here, I think they're really comfortable with their 3 or 4 seniors on the court at a time. I think they're really comfortable with just passing the ball around, and whenever you get a first open look, take it.
So that brings number 22 into the ball game for them, and Kyler Millard into the ball game. Also in there, Boston Pierce, along with Mosier back in there, and Palmer. So Caleb Helly stays in the ball game, an 8-point lead. And with it on top, they go to the free throw line area. Palmer tried to go to Caleb Helly, and it's knocked away there, picked up by Weber, and a reach-in foul committed from behind by Caleb Helly. So they're putting Caleb Helly in that lane, maybe trying to get him some high post looks.
Yeah, and that high post look is really tough. That pass is really tough to make from the top of the key because you have both guys up top looking straight at you when you have the ball.
Weber, left side to Benna. Benna right wing to McGreal now. McGreal goes back left side to Benna. Benna back over to McGreal. McGreal pulls it back out on top. Right corner now, Paulus. Baseline, going to fire the trigger again. 17-footer, circles in and out. Paulus got it by the defense, but comes up empty along the baseline. Back offensively, Caleb Helly. Central has done a great job getting back defensively. Caleb Helly, right side for three. It's off the back of the rim. Mosier gets the rebound. Put back. It is up. It is in. Fouled. Count the basket. And it's a three-point opportunity for the Eagles.
They really cannot keep Gavin Mosier off the offensive glass. I think that's maybe 3, maybe 4 offensive rebounds already. And if you're Tate Behrens in there, you got to take initiative, go get that ball.
Substitution as Benna checks out for the Warriors. Caden Erickson comes back in. Meanwhile, Caleb Helly gets a breather. Spielbauer back in here for the Eagles, and they're back up by 10 at 16-6. That was the first foul, by the way, on Behrens. Free throw being eyed by Mosier, trying to finish that three-point play. It's off the back of the rim, and Behrens gets the rebound, cleared off the left side for the Warriors. Second foul, by the way, 2 fouls by Clayton Ridge. Central has committed 3, so that was the third on the Warriors. Meanwhile, Weber has the ball knocked away by Millard, and Weber, with 3 guys surrounding him, calls a timeout. Are they going to bail him out on the timeout? Weber takes the timeout. He did this the other night a couple of times. They hang on to possession. Timeout by the Warriors. 10-point lead for Clayton Ridge. Let's take this break.
Brrr. The cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
So a 30-second timeout. Weber did this a couple of times the other night against Turkey Valley. In one situation, never even really had possession of the ball, but our officials are so quick to give that. I think that time he actually had possession of the ball, then taking that timeout.
Yeah, I usually never really like giving a player that gets bailed out like that the timeout as they throw it away off the inbounds.
Spielbauer intercepts the pass, drives in, flips it up on the right hand on the drive in, and is fouled. So Spielbauer was looking to lead Mosier, but Central had gotten back and really caught between mid-stride, flipped it up with the right hand, but bailed out by contact. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, he was definitely out of control there, but really poor inbounds pass there by Erickson, really just throwing it up. And I'm probably going to take Spielbauer in a jumping contest over Corey Weber.
And the free throw there by Spielbauer, good. And it's now 17-6. So it is an 11-point lead for Clayton Ridge, led by 9 right away in this ball game. Second free throw being eyed there by Spielbauer, and that one is good. He leads the Eagles offensively. They're up by a dozen at 18-6 right now. Again, that 1-3-1. When Mosier's in there, he goes into the backcourt there. And they bring it across the timeline. Central beats the pressure as the Eagles try to trap, but Central moving the ball out of there. Weber to Caden Erickson, back over center court circle now to Weber. Central really trying to spread the court against this 1-3-1. Caden Erickson tries to go left sideline. Falling down is Paulus after catching the basketball. He travels, and really nothing Paulus could do there. The ball was thrown to him there, lost his footing. Turnover gives it back there to the Eagles.
I appreciate the aggressiveness there by Caden Erickson, but you cannot, on rare occasions, you can, but you cannot, for the most part, dribble middle against a 1-3-1 because you have a top, a middle, and a wing all digging down on you.
Palmer, deep right corner for 3, leaves it short, and the rebound kicks right back to Paulus, who was the nearest defender. Inside a minute in our first quarter, and again, it is now 18-6 the score. Clayton Ridge in the lead. They try to work it baseline to Behrens. Intercepted by Caleb Helly. That's number 44, Caleb Helly. And Tate Behrens, number 44, on the floor. Try to reach up for the basketball. He's called for reaching in. So contact made there by Central, and it's a tough foul on Tate Behrens, but it is his second nonetheless. He'll check out. Wiedner back in.
There's one of those issues of having 3 up top, 2 down low, trying to attack this 1-3-1 is Palmer, playing the bottom of the 1-3-1, is able to sneak all the way up, basically at the high post almost there, trying to pick off that ball.
Spielbauer, right side open for 3. Got it again from the right wing. So ball reversal there by the Eagles. They lead by 15. Backcourt area, Caden Erickson. Inside 30 seconds left here in our half. Back left side, Erickson. Erickson goes over to Weber. Weber, double team, knocks away by Spielbauer. I think Spielbauer put his arm on the back of the Central player in the lane there. He did, and that's a reach over foul committed there by the Eagles. First on Spielbauer.
The way you want to attack the 1-3-1 is try to spread that defense as wide as possible and then pass the ball in the middle or wide open in the corners. Central right now is allowing Clayton Ridge to really be as compact as possible because they're not really spreading the court. They might maybe spreading the width of the court, but not the length of it.
Inbounds Weber, who just had the ball deflected on the inbounds. He switches positions with Erickson, who works it left side to Weber, who launches the three from the deep right corner, rattled in and out. The rebound deflected out of bounds. Back to Clayton Ridge with 11.7 seconds left here in our first quarter. Eagles likely the last shot of the first quarter, leading by 15. Coach Spierschlage wants him to run a set here. Helly directing traffic. Caleb Helly has it right side, looking for Spielbauer. Caleb Helly drives baseline, fadeaway 15-footer, aired it out long. I don't think that's what they were looking for. Rebound pulled down there by McGreal, and the first quarter comes to an end. 21-6 is our score. Clayton Ridge, the early lead. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in the Big Blue Building in Manchester, Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC. Played one quarter of our boys game. 21-6 is our score. It is a 15-point lead right now for Clayton Ridge. Good start for them. Another girls update. North Fayette Valley and New Hampton are now going overtime. Tied at 40. We'll continue to keep you up to date on that ball game. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge leading by 15. And Coach Spierschlage, I would say, is close to Caleb Helly defending him as anybody else. As Palmer gets the steal, drives the length of the court, scores the left-handed layup. But Coach Spierschlage not pleased with that final shot to end the quarter.
Nah, you didn't get the usual Spierschlage foot stomp when he was mad there. He almost chased down Caleb Helly on the opposite side of the court, telling him to move the dang ball.
Sounds like a former player talking there. Offensively, on top, Weber. Weber, Benna. Also out there, Wiedner. You have McGreal and Paulus to start the quarter. McGreal drives in, contested shot, 12 feet away, leaves it short. Good defense by Caden Helly. Caleb Helly gets the rebound. Back offensively, Clayton Ridge. Caleb Helly drives in the lane, double pump shot, hangs in the air, but it pops in and out, no good. Touched every part of the rim, and then Mosier reach in foul as Paulus and Mosier going after the loose basketball there. And a foul committed there by Clayton Ridge on the loose ball. So they'll take it there on the central sideline. 23-6, 17-point lead.
Really good attack there by Caleb Helly. Basically went into it about 5 feet away. I think he'll take that shot. I'm sure he's shooting, I'd guess, 60%-ish on that shot this year, so I think he'll take that offensively.
So McGreal offensively brings it right side here now. Free throw line with Weber. He drives in, swooping right-handed shot, leaves it long. Wiedner got a hand on the rebound, all 6'7" coming in there. Then Caleb Helly knocks it away underneath. And the ball will go back there, too. It will go back to Central. So good job by Wiedner keeping possession alive there.
Good cut there by Weber, going from the very top of the key as the ball got reversed. He cut high post. The middle guy in this Clayton Ridge 1-3-1 didn't pick him up in time.
So offensively here, they'll take it in the lane, and they turn the ball over. Picked up by Caleb Helly down low ahead to Mosier. He drives in, but leaves the layup short. Great job by McGreal getting back. That maybe forced Mosier a little too far underneath the basket. And back into the offensive end now. Here is Central. And it is Weber on top to Benna. 6.5 left in our first half. Paulus, right sideline area. Back over to Benna. Benna over left side to McGreal. McGreal drives in, pulls up, 8-foot, one-handed leaner, leaves it short. Been better off taking that straight up. Spielbauer got the rebound, and he's fouled from behind. Paulus coming over the back. 6th team foul committed there by Central.
Again, Central is not using the length and width of the court at the same time. That's the way to beat the 1-3-1. That possession there, they had 3 guys up top, 1 guy in the corner, and then Wiedner was at the low block. Caleb Helly has to realize there's nobody behind him. He can go cheat wherever he wants to try to get a steal.
Boston Pierce at the free throw line, right side to Palmer. Shot blocked by Benna. Palmer saves the rebound. Nope, runs out of room. He saved it initially there, but it actually goes off the hands. It went from the baseline on the right side to the left side. He never got it back inbounds, and the ball goes back to Central. So for Central, they have, again, now Paulus has checked out. Gabe Erickson has checked in. It's his first appearance here for the Warriors. And also for Clayton Ridge, Boston Pierce back into the ballgame. Left baseline, Gabe Erickson, 15-footer, aired it out long. Weber does not come up with the rebound off the left side, picked up by Mosier. Eagles back in transition. Right side to Palmer. So we've played 2 minutes of our second quarter. Eagles leading by 17. They've only scored the only points of this quarter. Boston Pierce, free throw line. Caden Helly pulls up, 8-footer off the back of the rim. And the rebound pulled down there in the middle of the lane by the Warriors. That's a nice look, though. Got to follow up a shot, too, though.
Really good offensive movement there. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Gavin Mosier, working his tail off up top of this 1-3-1. You might not get all your due when you're playing that top of that 1-3-1, but he's causing all sorts of issues for Central.
Sideline pass deflected out of bounds by Boston Pierce. You replace Mosier, a state cross-country runner at the top of that 1-3-1, with Keaton Reimer, another state cross-country runner on top.
We know they have that motor and that engine to keep going up top, and that's your whole job, is to make things difficult on the opponent. Make those lob passes so your wings can maybe pick them off.
Benna left open for three. The shot's up the back of the rim, no good. Spielbauer clears the rebound. Caleb Helly back offensively. Weber a reach-in foul, and that's a silly reach-in foul there, as Helly will go to the free throw line now for a 1-and-1. So Kurt Ross has checked in for the Eagles, along with Keaton Reimer. Meanwhile, Millard back into the ball game. Caden Helly checks out. Spielbauer will check out. Palmer comes in. And Clayton Ridge, when you look at their schedule here, how things have lined up, they play Midland coming up on Saturday. Then they have Keyhigh on Tuesday night. Then MFL Marmac next Friday night. But they're in the stretch of games for them in which they are heavily favored and taking care of business, as the free throw by Helly is good.
Yeah, the game on Tuesday, I know Keyhigh isn't having the ideal season that they really wanted, but that's never a fun team to play. And is that game in Guttenberg or up in Lansing?
The second matchup there will be at Keyhigh, by the way.
Yeah, that's never a fun place to play. The crowd is on top of you. It's the smallest gym in the history of the world. And I always hated playing there. And I don't think anybody plays well there.
Free throw, it is good. By the way, MFL Marmac won a 2-point game at Keyhigh on Tuesday night. That's what you're talking about. Right side, Tate Barons in the offensive end on top to Weber. In and out of his hands. That pass was rifled. Loose ball picked up by Reimer. And here is now Caleb Helly on offense. Caleb drives in the lane, loses the ball, somehow regroups, and I think he may have traveled. Yeah, he did. He lost the ball in the drive in there, but by the time he adjusted, took an extra step, and the ball goes back there to the Warriors.
Yeah, Caleb's trying to plead his case there at the ref, asking, I thought the ball got hit, but that's not the way she saw it. But that's an example of Caleb just trying to do too much against that zone. He was the only one on that side of the court for Clayton Ridge, and there's 3 defenders around you.
Right side, it is McGreal. They hand it on top to Benna. Benna goes left side. Here is Paulus. Baseline 15-footer. Short. No good. Barons the rebound. Put back. He leaves it short. The rebound deflected out of there. Into the hands of Barons. Put back up and in from the left side. No relation, but a nice post-up move. And it's 25-8 first points of the second quarter for the Warriors.
Really pounding the offensive glass there. And that's maybe a concern for Clayton Ridge, is rebounding when Spielbauer's not in there.
And back out on top, Millard has the ball deflected. Actually, Weber deflects it into the backcourt. And Millard has it left side now to Helly. Helly on the left sideline area. Back out on top to Palmer. Palmer on the left wing. This is really for Clayton Ridge. You really only have 2 scoring options on this court right now. Palmer drives in. Double pump shot up and in from the right block. And he's one of them. 27-8, I believe.
Yeah. Caden Palmer had a really rough first quarter, a couple turnovers, a couple of really poor decisions. But this second quarter, he's been really active defensively, and that got him going offensively with a nice finish.
Halfway through the second quarter, McGreal, he's been quiet offensively just because a lot of attention paid to him. Right side, Barons on the pass from Paulus, runs out of room. Paulus threw it behind him. They turned it over. So now Central wants a timeout. 3:48 left in our first half. Again, a 19-point lead for Clayton Ridge. Let's take this break.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Hi, this is Justin Burnau from Burnau Chevrolet in Monona. I would like to thank all of our customers and local athletes for their business and support. Just like you, we like to have a winning edge over the competition. Stop in today to see how Burnau Chevrolet in Monona makes you the winner. Visit us on our website, birdnow.com, and remember, you got to get to our place, Bird Now Chevrolet in Monona. You'll love the way we treat you.
So a timeout taken by Central, their second timeout. It is 27-8 is our score. It is once again a 19-point lead for Clayton Ridge. Had that big lead in the first quarter. It's slowed down, I would say, a little bit here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they came out and really punched Central in the mouth. But as you said, things have really slowed down. Central hasn't turned the ball over quite as much. And the Clayton Ridge quick offensive threes haven't been really falling, so they've been a little more patient getting better looks on offense.
Caden Helly has it left side, and they go to the free throw line area to Spielbauer, who's back in. So you have the starting five out there for the Eagles right now with 3.5 to go in our first half. And Caleb Helly has it on top. Central, more of an extended 1-2-2, I would say. They go to Caden Helly in the lane, right side to Mosier, right wing to Palmer. On top, Spielbauer, step behind the top of the key, left side left, it's short. And the rebound by Caleb Helly, backs his way underneath, double pump shot, no good, missed it from the left side, but fouled from behind on Tate Barons. And Caleb Helly, his athleticism, getting that offensive rebound. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, I think Tate Barons really has to realize that a lot of these guys, they may not be as tall as you, but they sure as heck can jump higher than you. You got to put a body on somebody, be able to use your frame to your advantage.
Third foul, by the way, on Tate Barons. Caleb Helly's free throw on its way. It is good. And it's a 20-point lead right now for Clayton Ridge. Again, the district teams, the pods have been set, are out anyway, not set up yet. Clayton Ridge playing for seeding, but you look at how things are shaped up in their district. They're going to see likely a Wampsy Valley team, perhaps an Edco team, depending how they're seeded in their second game. As the second free throw rolls in and out, it is no good. Paulus, the rebound, tied up there by Spielbauer. Jump ball stays down here with the Eagles. But they're going to have to play a crisp ball game if it's a team to make a deep tournament run.
And in the first round, you're going to have to face an Upper Iowa Conference team. And you don't know who that's going to be. Maybe a Key High, maybe a Turkey Valley, who's already beat you this year. So that first round game is no gimme. And then the second round, a Wapsie or an Edco is obviously tough.
Spin move by Spielbauer, rolls out of that. That was a nice move to the left. Just had it roll out. Spielbauer has an array of post-up moves, but missed that shot there. Weber across the timeline. Inside 3 minutes left in our half. Left side, Gabe Erickson. And trying to go back out on top to Weber. Overshoots him, and the ball goes out of bounds at center court as Spielbauer and Weber collide. Spielbauer slides all the way down to the UIC logo in the offensive end. He's all right. And the ball goes back to the Eagles on a turnover by Central.
Again, Central, they're not using the length of the court here. This Clayton Ridge 1-3-1 is able to just force everything to the top and making them dribble middle. And if you're a defense, that's what you want teams to do.
Right side, it is Mosier in the lane to Caden Helly. Backs his way down, takes the shot over Paulus up and in. The Eagles looking a little more down low. Biggest lead of the first half at 30-8.
Yeah, especially when neither Barons or Wheaton are on the court. Clayton Ridge has 5 of the tallest and biggest guys on the court all at the same time.
Gabe Erickson left side, double team there, and it goes on top there to McGreal. Good job getting out of it. McGreal hands it on top to Weber, knocked away by Spielbauer, and the loose ball picked up by Palmer. Eagles have a fast break. They go to Spielbauer. He drives in left side, reverses to the right, and fouled on the drive in. Good ball movement by the Eagles. Haven't had many opportunities to run, but taking advantage of this one.
Nice little poke out and gets credit for the steal there, Spielbauer does. And I love the teamwork there by Palmer. He realized Spielbauer got the steal, got the poke, and then he dishes it to him, leading the fast break.
All right, so the ball goes back there to Spielbauer at the free throw line. It is no good. He'll get another opportunity. By the way, we are running dangerously low on power with our laptop right now. We'll have to keep an eye on that, huh? So, the ball goes back there to Clayton Ridge, and Spielbauer's first free throw is no good. He'll get another opportunity here. See if we can somehow kind of rig up something perhaps, huh? Second free throw in that one there is good, 1 of 2, and it's now 31-8. The Eagles lead by 23. The good news is everything's working tonight. That's the positive.
Don't jinx it. Yeah, you still have another half of basketball to go.
Yeah, and I don't think our battery for this computer is probably going to make it. So we'll just kind of live with that, and we'll see how things kind of play out here. Meanwhile, right side with the basketball, it is going to be, again, McGreal. If we do that, we'll just lose the picture for a while, charge the battery up. How about that? Right side, McGreal, and brings it back out on top here now. They go left side. That is, once again, Benna. So inside 2 minutes to go in our first half. They hand it over to Weber. Left side fires up the 3, aired it out long. Rebound pulled down there by Palmer. Back offensively, it is once again Helly, deflected out of there, but into the hands there of, once again, Caden Helly. 90 seconds approaching here in our first half. And in the lane, try to go to Caleb Helly there. Tried a pretty pass, but deflected out of there. Spielbauer did. But it's picked up there by Caleb Helly. Has it deep left corner. Going to fire up a deep long three. It's off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled down there by Caden Helly, who rolls back to the lane. He gets it to Caleb. He drives in. Misses the layup on the right side. Ross got the rebound, and he's fouled underneath. And Ross goes to the free throw line with 1:18 left here in our second quarter.
Yeah, not only is this Clayton Ridge team a little more talented than this Central team, but they're outworking them. That's, I'd say, more than a handful of offensive rebounds that really haven't even been that tough or been that contested for this Clayton Ridge team. Really just pounding the paint, outworking Central.
All right, so you may lose our video signal for those people that are watching on our YouTube channel, as we are going to switch things over here, so make sure our computer does not stop for our broadcast, and we'll try to certainly go back to that if we can. Meanwhile, we'll go back to that as soon as we get the opportunity. So we continue broadcasting here. Free throw on its way there. It is good. So our picture's probably locked up right now, and hopefully we can go back to our audio in just a bit. So back to action. Central in the offensive end now with McGreal. Both free throws good. It's now 32-8 is the score. And they go right side now. And into the ball game is Schatz, by the way, making his first appearance in this ball game. And that is number 22 for Central as they turn it over in their offensive end. And that is going to be, once again, Corey Schatz, who's checked in. Go ahead, Gibson.
Yeah, Central's just really forcing the ball there. This Clayton Ridge defense is just really wreaking havoc on this Central offense. I like the approach, trying something different offensively for Central, but they just don't have the personnel to do
left
that.
side, they go back out on top to, I believe, Spielbauer, and now Coach Spearschlage wants a timeout. So our score, 32-8. It is the lead once again for Clayton Ridge. They want a timeout to talk things over. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
So a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge, a 30-second timeout. And again, for those following on our YouTube channel, you can still hear us, of course. But our video now locked up there as we continue to work through some trouble as Palmer drives in the lane. The shot is no good. A rebound pulled down by Cade Erickson. Tonight, we're running off battery backup tonight because of changes with our video camera, and everything's working great tonight. That's the good news. But our battery on our computer has kind of started to low down, and are too low, I guess is what I should say. Here's McGreal spin shot from right side, banks it up and in. Warriors, who scored 12 points the other night, get to double figures.
Yeah, one of the few possessions Clayton Ridge has been in man-to-man tonight.
Boston Pierce, right side for a three. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped out of there by Millard. 10 seconds left in our first half. And they work it back here now to Spielbauer. Spielbauer brings it left side. Hands it out over to Caden Helly. 3 seconds to go. Takes a deep three. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. And that's how the first half comes to an end. 32-10. Clayton Ridge leads Central by 10 at the half. When we return, first half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball on KCTN. Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. Back with more after this.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
When in Guttenberg, stop into Sode's Green Acre Country Market and Cafe. Sode's can make you lunch as you browse their gift shop. We have a great selection of spirits, wine, and craft beers along with a gourmet food section. Looking to shop local? We have a great selection of Iowa-made items, handcrafted soaps, candles, honey, and syrup. We also have jewelry, books, toys, home decor, and so much more. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Welcome back at the half. It is the Clayton Ridge boys leading 32-10 here at the half. I'm joined by Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Ashley Funk. Coach, first off here, I mean, really the difference in this ball game, one quarter.
Yeah, I would agree. It was the second quarter that really killed us. I mean, before half, we had 4 of the starters almost with 3 fouls, so that also was very unfortunate.
All right. The positive is, though, you guys kept working and actually got back with an 8.
Yep. We definitely, that's one thing I will always give this team is we worked very hard, and we told these girls coming into the third quarter, just 1 point at a time. Sometimes I think we like to get a little ahead of ourselves and think we could score 15 points in under 2 minutes, but yep, it's 1 point at a time.
All right. Camden Diemeyer led you offensively, and that's really where it starts for you.
Yes, yep. We always look to get it inside to Cam. She's very good at getting the ball in the hole, so.
She had 16 points to lead you, and I think, again, Amira Millard continues to emerge for you.
Yes, Amira is very good as a freshman, and what kind of sucks about not having a huge JV team is they don't get a lot of work, but she's definitely come out of her shell, and she's doing really great for us.
All right, second half, though, a better defensive half there. I mean, the fouls were down. I think you like the way your team kind of responded the second half.
Yes, I would agree. The fouls are what killed us in the first half, so, I mean, just kind of playing it a little bit more safe in the second half so we didn't get anybody to foul out.
All right, so now how do you go about there trying to get through a quarter like that in the second quarter there? What do you really feel things got away from you for?
Yeah, we just were not running through our offense, and we told the girls, I mean, it all starts with just running through what we know, and we kind of struggled with that in the second quarter, which led for Central to get quite a few points.
All right, and obviously the turnovers there a bit in the second quarter as well. All right, what's coming up for you guys now here?
We have Midland on Saturday, and that'll be the senior day, so very excited and looking forward to that game.
All right, so that's an opportunity for you guys as well. After Midland, still has some other conference games coming up yet, right?
Yep, we'll have Key High and we'll have MFL coming up.
All right, we'll talk to you before the MFL Marmac game. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Once again, Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Ashley Funk on her Eagle team as they drop that decision tonight, 49-32. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk with Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley when our halftime show continues after this.
T&T Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? T&T Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at T&T Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Your hometown, a place to grow, a place to learn, a place to cherish. At Fidelity Bank and Trust, we know the importance of growing up, working, and helping your hometown prosper. And we understand the relationship between a customer and the place they call home. That's why Fidelity Bank and Trust is proud to support our local high school athletes. Teamwork gets the job done, and you're on a great team with Fidelity Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
At the half, again, it is 32-10. Clayton Ridge boys lead Central. Earlier tonight, the Central girls victorious. Final score 49-32. Kind of a slow start as we're joined by Coach Mark Wiley, but your team certainly overcoming that slow start.
Yeah, again, talked about it after the game about being prepared to start. They did a really good job of ramping up intensity, but at the same time, we did a good job of staying patient. We really turned the defense on in the second quarter, which I felt like was a huge difference in the game. Offensively, we had some good shots there in the first quarter. Didn't convert on those, but we got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball in the first quarter. Too many turnovers for us, but likewise, we settled down and we got into things that we need to do.
All right, tonight, we always talk about, we know that you're led by Delaney Scharf and also, of course, as well, Haley Fraden, both of them in double figures tonight. But Hannah Ash had some great outside looks and made the most of them tonight.
Yeah, and she overcame some rough patches there in the first quarter. And like I told her, I said, you got to overcome that stuff, and we need you out there. So she did a really good job for us there in the third and fourth quarter.
All right. had the lead, had an 18-point lead, and it kind of gets worked back down to 8 points there.
Yeah, that's a concern. But at the same time as well, we got 4 games here in a row, so we continue to work on things and try to get better at more than just one aspect of our defense. So, a really good job of extending it back to double digits there in the fourth quarter and doing what we needed to do. Missed too many free throws. I felt like 12 for 21 isn't good enough, and we need to be better there. Otherwise, again, you score over 50 points and you have a chance to win if you score over 50
Absolutely,
points, so.
and what we see is you guys getting to the line. That's always a good thing for your team there as well. All right, what's coming up for you guys now here?
Well, we play tomorrow night again at home against Southwind, so, prepare for 1-2-2 and prepare for they're going to bring some pressure defense, and we got to be able to handle that right out of the gate, and hopefully we get off to a better start. Dan.
All right, Coach, good luck to you here, and good luck over the next few days. Going to be a busy week.
Yeah, we'll see you next
busy
Tuesday.
weekend. We'll see you Tuesday night.
All right.
Central basketball coach Mark Wiley on his Warrior team as they were victorious tonight, 49-32. Quick break. When we return, first half stats, second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Myers Auto Service in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door.
Welcome back once again here to Elkader. Our score 32-10. It's a 22-point lead for Clayton Ridge. We're joined by Gibson Barons. Let's go through the first half totals, and let's start with the Eagles.
Clayton Ridge was 10 of 27 from the field, so they were 3 of 14 from the field in the second quarter, but they really did a lot of their damage from the free throw line. 8 of 13 from the free throw line at the half, and 4 of 12, 0 for 5 in the second quarter, but 4 of 12 overall in the first half from 3. For Central, they were 5 of 20 in the first half from the field, 0 of 5 from the three-point line, and have yet to shoot a free throw in this ballgame.
Let's go to the individual totals.
Clayton Ridge is led at the half by William Spielbauer with 9. Caleb Helly has 6. Gavin Mosier has 7, actually there, all scored in the first quarter. Caden Helly has 5. Caden Palmer has 4. And Kurt Ross has 1. For Central, they are led by Ethan Pallas with 4 points. 3 guys have 2 points, Corey Weber, Dan McGreal, and Tate Barons.
All right, if you're following us on our YouTube channel, on our live video stream, we apologize for that. You can still listen to the ball game here. Our video feed, yep, I know it's locked up there, but only because we were losing power in our computer tonight as we have kind of a patched together lineup. I tell you what, this video streaming thing is a learn by night experience for us here. But the good news is we've figured things out the rest of the season. Meanwhile, it is Central's basketball to start the second half, and Weber has it knocked away by Spielbauer right away. Spielbauer leads the break, and he's called for an offensive foul. He extended the arm as he brought it into the offensive end. So you have Palmer, Spielbauer, Caleb Helly, Caden Helly, and Mosier out there for Clayton Ridge. For Central, out there, you have Caden Erickson, Barons, Weber, Benna, and also McGreal. So the Eagles here leading by 22, and they led 11-2 3 minutes into the ball game. McGreal has it now on top, knocked away by Spielbauer, and there's another foul by Spielbauer, just a split second late, trying to get in there and get that ball.
I appreciate the hustle from Spielbauer there, but he gets that foul because he's not paying attention. There's nobody behind you. Central's playing 3 guys up, 2 guys on the strong side with the ball. There's nobody behind you. Get your butt up the court. Take away that pass already.
And here is McGreal losing the basketball. Weber now sliding on the court, calls a timeout, and again, that's the second time he's done that. Sliding down, never really had possession, but they give him the timeout. Take it, good hustle there. Warriors keep possession, timeout on the court. Let's take this break.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
So a timeout, Weber saves possession, and the Warriors with the basketball. Caden Erickson tried to go baseline to Behrens, overshot him, and the ball goes out of bounds, but Behrens flips it back. It goes off the leg of Caden Helly underneath the basket. It stays down here with the Warriors.
Central is still trying to do this 3-2, trying to overload one side, and the Clayton Ridge Wings have yet to recognize that there's nobody on that half of the court.
So inbounds to Weber on top. Mosier deflected it away, picked up though by Weber. They go baseline now to Behrens. Behrens reverses it right side to Benna. Top of the key, Weber drives in, free throw line, banks it long. Rebound tipped out of there, picked up by Spielbauer off the left side. And Caleb Helly back into the offensive end across center court. We've played a minute here in our third quarter. Spielbauer, left side to Helly. Deep three by the UIC logo. Got it. Foot on the U, hits the three. And the Eagles lead by 25.
That's just a simple skip pass into a catch and shoot. Really high percentage look there for the Eagles.
And back offensively, here is Central on top to McGreal. McGreal flips it back there to Weber. Weber back left side now to Benna. Benna, free throw line. Weber drives in, tried to go baseline, deflected out of there. Caleb Helly diving on the floor, trying to save possession, but runs out of room there along the baseline, and it stays down here, and it'll stay here with Central. Good hustle nonetheless. So they'll take it off the right side of the basket now here. And it's going to be Caden Erickson trying to go inbounds, and it's intercepted by Mosier, who stumbles to the court and saves it back to Caleb Helly. Helly drives in, double pump layup up and in from the left side, and the Eagles lead by 27. That's just hustle all the way around.
Gavin Mosier, great hustle, even better athleticism and hand-eye coordination. Little Odell grab there, and nice little Odell one-handed grab there on the inbounds pass.
That's a football reference, by the way. Left side now here to Benna to McGreal. They like to see McGreal get him going, but again, so much attention paid to him. In the lane area, right side intercepted by Spielbauer. Here's a fast break. He drives in, uses the left hand, shielded Weber, and they lead by 29 at 39-10.
Spielbauer finally recognized, I've been harping on it already the second half, that nobody was behind him, so he can play up at the three-point line. He finally picks off that cross-court pass.
Behrens to Weber, to McGreal at the free throw line, loses it, knocked out of there by Mosier, picked up by Palmer, and it's a steal there for the Eagles. And back offensively once again now here is Helly. Helly, center court circle, right side now, and Caden Helly has it to Palmer. Right side, Caden Helly back out on top to Spielbauer. Left side to Palmer. Palmer on the wing, right side to Spielbauer. He's going to take that three. Right side, got it again. Spielbauer with another three-pointer, and it's now 42-10.
There's no ball pressure, so these cross-court skip passes are really easy to make, and there's no closeouts on the jump shooters, so these are just lazy closeouts, catch and shoot, wide open threes for Clayton Ridge.
This is a 10-0 run right now by Clayton Ridge. So here is your exclamation point in the third quarter. As Spielbauer and Mosier check out, Keaton Reimer back into the ballgame along with Ross. So we've played 3 minutes here in our third quarter. And with it now, right side, Caden Erickson open right side for three. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound deflected out of there. Weber saves it back to McGreal. Good hustle there. McGreal at the free throw line. Step back jumper from the elbow. Hits it from the right side. McGreal with a jump shot there. First points for the Warriors this second half.
Every jump shot looks better when it's coming from a left-handed player, and McGreal has one of those pretty left-handed jump shots.
Caleb Helly from the volleyball line. Well short. All right. Maybe a step or two in.
Clayton Ridge had made their first 4 shots of this second half here, so that's maybe one of those team heat check type situations from Caleb Helly.
Eagles want a timeout. They lead here 42-12. Let's take this break. You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. So the North Fayette Valley girls have defeated New Hampton tonight. 56-52 your final score in overtime. Good win for the NFV girls. Edco boys have defeated Prince of Peace tonight, 49-36. Meanwhile, the Eagles lead by 30 here, and it is Central with possession. So a quick 10-0 run, leaving no doubt in this ball game here in the second half. Offensively, they work things right side now, and it is Central. Right side, McGreal, 15-footer, shot no good, and the rebound pulled down there by Clayton Ridge. They have not given up very many offensive rebounding opportunities. Ross, middle of the lane, swings it right side. Palmer wide open, right side for three. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound picked up, though, by Spielbauer, and they'll bring it back out on top here now offensively. So Spielbauer, right side, Spielbauer for three, got it. Hits another three-pointer there. That was a couple of steps behind the arc.
That's another offensive rebound, and the best thing to do after offensive rebounds, if you don't have a free putback, kick it out. There's going to be somebody open for a three as Central, again, turns the ball over in the middle of the paint.
Inside 4 minutes left here. Spielbauer, another three, top of the key, circled in and out, no good. Rebound by Reimer, his putback, no good. Palmer gets the rebound, muscles up the putback, up and in. And the Eagles lead 47-12. And that's going to put the 35-point rule into effect now here. This has been, for Clayton Ridge, an outstanding third quarter. And it's really started defensively as the ball is deflected out of bounds.
All game, none of these Central possessions have been clean. They've all been tipped passes, all have been really rushed offensive possessions for Central, and you got to compliment this Clayton Ridge defense.
They stopped the clock, but the clock should be moving. It is 47-12, right?
Yes, yeah.
So the clock should be moving, and it now picks up again. All right, so they got that straightened out, and it is once again Central with the basketball. Weber, free throw line, kicks it right side to Paulus. Paulus traveled with the basketball. He's had some good looks, and now the Eagles have identified him all open on the baseline, and he moved the feet before moving the ball.
That was a good process, though, from Central. I know the product hasn't been there, but the process was get the ball middle with a pass, not a dribble. They did that. Kicked it to the corner. Paulus, little sped up, though. This Clayton Ridge defense will do that to you.
Spielbauer goes down in the lane. Gavin Mosier just checked in. Backs his way down. The shot no good, but he's fouled underneath. And Gavin Mosier to the free throw line for two.
Clayton Ridge has really recognized that short corner as a weakness against that 2-3 zone. They have guys in both corners against the 2-3, so it really occupies both corners for Central's bottom of the 2-3 zone. So they realize that short corner, if you're dribbling right at him, he has to make a choice. Take the guy's short corner or take the ball handler.
So Mosier to the free throw line. Free throw circled around. It is no good. Maybe a little more arch on that free throw, huh? A little more lift on that free throw attempt. 2:57 left in our third quarter. The clock will stop when we have shooting fouls in that situation or a timeout. Otherwise, the clock will be moving the rest of the game. Second free throw on its way there, and it is no good off the right, but Spielbauer gets the rebound. And the Eagles maintain possession. This second half, they've gotten every loose basketball. Spielbauer on top, right side, now on the feed from Helly. Spielbauer back over to Millard. Just checked into the second half here. And they work it with Ross, right side to Millard. So the Eagles get a chance to work on quite a few things here. Ross has it left side, back out on top to Caleb Helly. Helly backs it up near the volleyball line to set up shop. Left side, and Ross dropped the pass, and then went off his foot out of bounds. He just dropped the pass behind him, took his eye off it, and the Eagles turned it over. Haven't done that much tonight.
Yeah, that's what happens. You're put into this game, a pretty high-tempo game right now, but it's just one of those things. You can't do anything if you don't catch the ball.
Here's McGreal, right side, back over there to Weber. Weber, top of the key, bounces it left side now to Benna. Benna, free throw line to McGreal, drives in inside, little 8-foot runner, leaves it short. It is no good. Rebound again by Spielbauer, and there's a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. So, going to work on some things. 2 minutes left here in the third. In control, 47-12. Let's take this break.
Looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's new redesigned People's Checking Account is just what you're looking for. The account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank, ready to serve you. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations to open a People's Checking Account. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
So it's 47-12. Again, still lots of things to work on here. And for, once again, Clayton Ridge taking a timeout because now you're working some different players in as Boston Pierce is into the ball game. Also, number 14, Nate Meyer, makes his first appearance there for the Eagles. But these are guys that you may need at some point this season. And Pierce certainly a very good three-point shooter off the bench. Jump shot there from the elbow. Caden Helly hits it from just inside the elbow. The Eagles got it into the lane, and Caden Helly, the basket.
Yeah, once you get this game to 35, because of COVID, because of possible injuries, you might be missing guys down the stretch. So as many guys as you can incorporate into your varsity stuff, the better.
And we only played 2 quarters of JV tonight. Here's a nice spin move by McGreal, but fading away to the right side, leaves it short. Rebound pulled down there by Pierce for the Eagles. So a chance to get these guys some work. Caden Helly has it left side. We'll see more subs as the second half goes on. Right side, Pierce on top. Caleb Helly left side to Meyer. Meyer, top of the key to Caden Helly here. Working against this zone in a 1-2-2 zone by Central. Here's Boston Pierce left open. Banks in from the top of the key. A foot behind the arc. Shoots at about 40% from the three-point line. Eagles have their biggest lead of the night.
It's a little late here on this Thursday evening, but I guess the bank is open for Boston Pierce.
Stays open late here on this Thursday night. Benna, right side to McGreal. 50 seconds left. McGreal from the elbow. 15-footer off the back of the rim. No good. McGreal's had a tough shooting night. Caleb Helly got the rebound, and there's a foul from behind there. The foul committed there by Gabe Erickson. So the clock continues to move. Eagles may work on their last possession here in this third quarter.
Yeah, I don't mind McGreal really attacking, taking a lot of shots, but that might be the only forced one that he's had tonight. He's done a pretty good job this second half specifically of really getting good looks and trying to attack.
A lot more aggressive tonight offensively than the ball game against Turkey Valley. He only had 5 shots against Turkey Valley. They want him. 5 shots a quarter is not so bad. Pierce, right side to Caden Helly. See if they work for a final shot here. Meyer, left side, intercepted by Caden Erickson for the Warriors. He anticipated that pass. Paulus, left side, Bennett. Bennett's got a link to the basket. Double pump layup up and in. Nice job there by the Warriors in transition. Here's Caleb Helly, 3/4 court heave on its way. Banks off the back of the rim. And the third quarter comes to an end. Eagles on their way, leading 52-14 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Speedy Shop in Garnavillo with Take and Bake Pizza available. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Outdoor Creations, your floral, landscape, and garden center in Monona. And by Furniture Showcase and Allwine, lighting, showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
So we have a moving clock here as we start the fourth quarter. It is 52-14. Clayton Ridge on their way here to winning their 5th ball game in a row. You have Spielbauer, Ross, Millard, Palmer, and Keaton Reimer out there to start this quarter. Meanwhile, Palmer has it on top. Eagles with the basketball. Spielbauer left side open for threes. Leaves it short. Rebound into the hands of Millard. Millard goes right side to Palmer. And Palmer traveled with the basketball. Moved the feet before moving the ball. So Gabe Erickson, Caden Erickson, also in there is number 22 for them. And that is Schatz back in there. That is Corey Schatz. You have Benna out there as well as Paulus. And Paulus, of course, had a couple of shots in the first half. So the fourth quarter is underway. And it is the Warriors with the basketball. Benna, right side to Gabe Erickson. What was our shooting in the third quarter? Got that by chance?
Yeah, Clayton Ridge was 8 for 12 from the floor in the third quarter, including going 4 for 7 from 3.
Palmer steals the ball away, and they quickly come into the offensive end. Palmer picked the pocket of his defender. Baseline to Keaton Reimer. Reimer underneath the basket. Wide open is Ross. Scores the layup underneath. Palmer had his guy sealed. That left Ross open.
Yeah, I don't know who he was trying to make that pass to, but he had 2 guys there wide open down low.
And offensively, once again, it is a jump shot taken there by
Seth Bennett took that jump shot. No passes down the court, just dribbled into a 3.
And that's one thing that Central does not want to do, is take those quick shots as the season winds on. Spielbauer drives in the lane. His layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And the Eagles lead now here, 56-14, in a 3-point opportunity for Spielbauer.
Yeah, this Central zone is really getting picked apart right now. I don't think Central's really picked up that on a ball reversal, Clayton Ridge is sending the opposite wing down into the paint. The Central 2-3 zone turns into a 3-2, really get extended, and that middle becomes wide open.
All right, Central brings basically 4 guys in, checking 4 out. Weber back in along with McGreal, Barnes, and also as well as Wiedner. So they've got the 2-6-7 kids in. And meanwhile, Spielbauer checks out after making the free throw, and Nate Meyer checks in for the Eagles.
Yep, this is a nice bench game for Clayton Ridge here. Get some guys a lot of playing time that usually don't, and we'll be seeing more of that, I'm sure.
I think some of these starters may be calling it a night. And again, 6.5 and counting in our fourth quarter. Eagles in the lead. McGreal on the top of the key, guarded by Meyer. If you're talking about Central, we're talking about postseason. It looks like Central and Starmont are going to play the play-in game in the tournament. On top, Weber deflected into the hands of Caden Erickson. He drives in, blocked by Nate Ross, and Kurt Ross rather, knocked it out of bounds, and it stays down here. But Central's going to play Starmont, it appears anyway, with the winner to go face a number 1 seed in what should be probably Edco.
But Central has played that play-in game a couple of previous years, so maybe you can go 1-1 in the postseason against a Starmont team that they've already beaten this year, correct?
I have not played them yet, but they will see them in the first round. They beat them last year in the tournament. McGreal, right side, drives in, double pump layup with the left hand off the back of the rim. Barron's the rebound, put back. He leaves it off the right side, and Pierce clears the rebound there for the Eagles off the right side. So back offensively, Clayton Ridge. Pierce left side to Meyer. Meyer in the lane looking for Ross. Ross traveled with the basketball. He did, yeah. Ross, there was a defender that had tied him up there. Traveled with the basketball, and the turnover gives it there too. Clayton Ridge, or Central, I should say. A Clayton Ridge team, when you look at their seniors, they have 4 seniors, but 3 of them are their leading scorers. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Barons on the baseline, reverses it left side to Weber. Weber on the left wing, middle of the lane, McGreal, he's open, little one-handed runner up and in. McGreal sliced down there against that defense, scores the basket. The Warriors, at least a better night offensively tonight. In the lane, Reimer, his post-up shot, no good, but he's fouled by Wiedner. That was a nice entry pass there by Ross. Reimer to the free throw line.
On the other end, pretty good ball movement from Central on the offensive end. Nice cut middle by McGreal, and Weber saw him cutting wide open middle. The Clayton Ridge middle defender really had a tough time picking him up there, but heads up by McGreal. And then Clayton Ridge, after a make by Central, by the way, just gets down here, 2 passes, and gets fouled at the rim.
Free throw, it is no good. 4th foul on Central. Clayton Ridge has committed 2. Clock stops with 4:44 left here in our fourth quarter. Paulus in. Wiedner checks out for Central. Central, when you look at their schedule, they've got some ball. Well, they're just like the girls. They're in a tough stretch of games. South Wind. Again, North Fayette Valley. Free throws off the back of the rim. It is no good. And the rebound kick to the corner picked up by McGreal. Then they've got North Fayette Valley and MFL Marmac. So it's not going to get any easier here for Central as down the stretch of the season. And left side, McGreal loses the basketball. Knocked away by Ross. Picked up there by Meyer. They'll bring it back into the offensive end now here with Pierce. So we start to salt things away with the Eagles up 57-16. Millard, left side, brings it back out on top to Ross. We've got a couple of more subs at the scorers table. Pierce on top to Meyer. Again, I think the starters are done tonight for Clayton Ridge anyway. Ross at the elbow, shot blocked by Barons. Just reached over top there, got them long arms at 6'7" with the block. And here back in the offensive end is Central. Paulus in the corner. Paulus hands it back out on top to Caden Erickson. Back over to Paulus. This group doing a better job running the offense, I would say here. Still working on some things.
Clayton Ridge out of the 1-3-1. Now a lot of their bench guys come in running a man.
And looking back door, they tried to throw it to Weber, but he's overshot. Central turns it over. So Keaton Reimer and Nate Meyer check out. for the Eagles. Into the game for them is number 10, Trevor Fleming, a 5'9 junior making his first appearance. And also in there is number 32, Ashton Teasy, a 5'11 junior. But Clayton Ridge has a ton of juniors on this roster. As Millard has it back left side to Teasy. Right side, Boston Pierce open right side for three. Grazes the front of the rim, leaves it short. Weber tracks down the rebound, taken from behind by Ross. And the Eagles have it back offensively. Pierce on the right side. Stops the dribble. Reverses it left side. Intercepted there by Caden Erickson for Central at the free throw line. He anticipated where that pass was. We approach the 3-minute mark here in our third quarter. Weber, deep left corner for three, no good. Paulus the rebound, put back, blocked by Teasy off the right side. Paulus goes to the free throw line for two. Central, I think some things to build off tonight off the bench. Paulus has scored a couple of baskets for them. He'll go to the free throw line here for two. That's a kid that's just a sophomore.
And even though you're down by 40 in this ball game, these are important minutes because the Central team is bringing basically everybody back next year, including some injured guys. So the more minutes these guys can get together, I don't care what the score is, the better.
Well, for Central, in a season at just about anything that could go wrong, everything has. As they're playing without some guys still sick yet. Parker Vaughn, again, one of their seniors. They lost Elliott Kelly with a knee injury. Paulus, by the way, makes the first free throw, misses the second. Shots, got the rebound, then loses it out of bounds, but they're going to keep it down here. And I believe, are they going to keep it? Yeah, they are. They're going to keep it with the Warriors. Paulus checks out. But yeah, I mean, senior-wise there, you've got Weber and Benna as your seniors. And also, again, Vaughn as well. Right side, three-pointer taken there. Who hit that?
Gabe Erickson in the nice little corner three. Held the three-point stroke for a while there, too.
Reimer, baseline 15-footer. It is good. So they quickly answer, and it's 59-20. But this is a better night for Central tonight offensively. And I think they've played with more aggressiveness tonight offensively, as they did against the ball game against Turkey Valley on Tuesday night. Shots, back right side now to Gabe Erickson on top there. Into the game as well. Speaking of kids coming back from injury, Vaughn Zittergreen, a young freshman, is into the ball game. And he has it on the right wing. Thought about the three, covered. And he'll go right side now to number 23, also into the ball game, Jordan Everett as well. So they'd like to get maybe some of these guys in the scoring column here. Shots with 2 minutes to go left in our third quarter. Free throw line, they go to Wiedner. Wiedner drop step shot, blocked by Teasy. Saved out of bounds by Teasy. Challenge Teasy down low, and into the offensive end is Clayton Ridge. They're going to take a timeout here just for substitutions, I would believe. Boston Pierce coming back into the ball game. Millard coming into the game. Also number 30 checking in for them. We'll have to find out who that is into the ball game for Clayton Ridge. They bring in a couple of players that we don't have listed on the roster tonight. So a little deeper into the bench. We'll check out see if they made the program. Right side, Pierce for three. Shot no good. Rebound by Millard off the right side. So 90 seconds to go. Meyer takes a three-pointer. Shot no good. Rebound tracked down by Millard. And then he traveled with the basketball. He actually bumped into Meyer. All right. So number 12 is into the ball game for them. Let's double check, make sure we got the right players in. Number 12 is Jesus Tabara-Lara. He is a freshman into the ball game. And number 30 is William Roth. He is a freshman. That's road, I believe, by the way. So a minute to go. A couple of freshmen into the ballgame. Driving in, Zittergreen blocked by Pierce with a minute to go here in our third quarter. So both teams able to play everybody tonight. They only got to play 2 quarters of JV, so that's good tonight.
Yeah, let's use this fourth quarter as like a third quarter for JV for the most part. Again, it's just getting these guys minutes, getting them more game time, playing some more basketball.
And right side with the basketball, Gabe Erickson to Shots. Shots, top of the key. And he's going to bring it back out on top here now. Gabe Erickson drives right side. Oh, he thought about the three, but did not take it. Shots, drives in, hands it over to Erickson. Baseline one-handed, 8-foot runner. It's long. Wiedner had his hand on the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Stays down here, though, is Central. Inside 30 seconds to go in our fourth quarter. Clayton Ridge will win their 5th in a row. This is the part of the schedule where they should have taken care of business, and they have impressively. Inbounds on top to Gabe Erickson. 15 seconds to go. Erickson, another three. Short. Off the front of the rim, rebound tracked down by Zittergreen in the corner. Zittergreen drives in and a reach in, followed by Pierce. They'll stop. Well, the clock shouldn't stop. The clock stopped, but the foul's on the floor. The clock should continue to run with 9.8 seconds to go. So they're going to let Central get another shot. All right, that'll work. Why not? Inbounds. It's intercepted there by Rote. He drives in left side, stops, hands it on over, and losing the basketball is Lara. Hands it back to Millard. Millard does not get a shot off, and the game comes to an end. Clayton Ridge wins their 5th in a row. The Eagles, again, another lockdown night defensively. They win big over Central. 59-20 the final score. with the win. Clayton Ridge now 12-5, 11-2 in the conference. Central drops to 1-14, 1-10 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews. Your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
When in Guttenberg, stop into Sode's Green Acre Country Market and Cafe. Sode's can make you lunch as you browse their gift shop. We have a great selection of spirits, wine, and craft beers, along with a gourmet food section. Looking to shop local? We have a great selection of Iowa-made items, handcrafted soaps, candles, honey, and syrup. We also have jewelry, books, toys, home decor, and so much more. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Hi, I'm Megan Kregel, a dairy farmer in Clayton County. As our local student athletes take the field or court this year, the ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up is in the real meat and real dairy foods grown right here in Iowa. Livestock farmers like me are proud to raise high-quality proteins that support health, energy, and performance. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
In these trying times, you don't want to waste a moment. It is time to take advantage of Freedom Bank's convenient online and mobile banking services. You can access your accounts from your computer or your smartphone and even pay bills without stepping a foot out of your home. You can even make deposits just by snapping a picture with your smartphone. This mobile deposit feature is available on approval. The fast, easy way to bank. Call today for more information. Freedom Bank, Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukegan, Decorah, member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency. Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by TD Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in northeast Iowa, Lanny Keel and Sarah Zabor, your New York Life agents in Garnavillo, Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and by the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Welcome back once again. 59-20 is your final score. Clayton Ridge boys victorious in our featured boys game tonight. Let's turn things over to Gibson Barons. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start with Clayton Ridge.
Clayton Ridge was led by William Spielbauer with 20 points. Caleb Helly had 11, and those are the only two in double figures, but they had 9 guys score tonight. Caden Helly finished with 7, as did Gavin Mosier with that big first quarter. Caden Palmer finished with 6. Kurt Ross finished with 3. Keaton Reimer had 2, and Boston Pierce banked in that 3, finished with 3 points.
Let's go to the totals now here, and let's go through for Central.
They were led tonight by Dan McGrill, who did struggle tonight, but it was good to see him a little bit more aggressive. He led the way with 6 points. Ethan Pallas had 5 points tonight. A couple guys had 2 points. Tate Behrens was one of them. Seth Benna and Corey Weber all had 2 points. Gabe Erickson hit that 3 in the fourth quarter, and he finished with 3 points.
All right, let's go to the team totals now here overall.
Yeah, it was pretty dominant for Clayton Ridge tonight. They were 21 of 47 from the floor, 8 of 23 from the three-point line, but that was 8 of 19 before the fourth quarter. They finished 9 of 18 from the free throw line. For Central, they finished from 9 of 39 from the floor. Really tough night. Also threw in about 25 turnovers in this ball game. They were 1 of 10 from 3 and only got to the free throw line twice.
All right, so that's obviously Clayton Ridge taking care of business in this ball game tonight. New Hampton and North Fayette Valley boys have just finished the first quarter. It is 18-9. New Hampton leads North Fayette Valley. So we'll try to keep you posted here. Hopefully get another update before we're out of here tonight. Again, Clayton Ridge wins by a final score of 59-20. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk with the coaches, Central coach Brady Stramer and Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spearschlage, when our postgame show continues after this.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we know that cars are complicated. About all they don't do is cook dinner and do your dishes. At Top Gun, we strive to keep up with all the complexities of new vehicles. We have all the scan tools and certified technicians to guarantee the repair is done right. Not only will it look like new and perform like new, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount programs. Whether it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, you'll save money at Top Gun. If it's that 30-point buck, you may get your whole deductible paid. Call Top Gun for details and schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
Veterans Memorial Hospital is celebrating its 70th anniversary. While the building has changed, the exceptional, compassionate care has always remained. We are withstanding the challenges and moving forward together. We'll be here, caring for you, right here at home for another 70 years.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Eagle Warrior Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, Northeast Iowa's premier Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer in the Big Blue Building in Manchester, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Elkader. Again, our final score, 59-20. It is Clayton Ridge victorious over Central tonight. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, first off, again, we just talked before this ball game. We talked about, effort. That's what you were looking to see in this ball game tonight. Were you pleased with the effort your kids played with tonight?
Much better effort. Compared to Tuesday, I talked to you after that game as well and was very disappointed in the effort. Shots are going to fall, shots are going to miss. That's just part of the game. Missed some shots tonight, but I thought our intensity on both ends of the court were great. Our energy on the bench was night and day better. So score wouldn't say so, but there are some positives.
Yeah, absolutely there. So certainly I think that's a big positive for you guys there. Dan McGreal had 6 points in this ball game to lead you offensively, but again, his aggressiveness I think was much better after the first quarter.
Yep, and I talked to him at halftime. I told him, no shot's a bad shot, Dan. He is, pretty head and shoulders above the rest of us in terms of offensive skill. Our guys know that. They're saying it more than me. Dan shoot the ball, look to be aggressive. When he does that, it kind of gets the defense on him and opens everybody else up. So it just helps us all.
All right, some other positive is Ethan Paulus to lift off the bench for you.
Yeah, Ethan played extremely aggressive and confident, which is great. I'd say no one has probably benefited more than our JV quarters this week. We haven't had JV pretty much the whole season. He's gotten some minutes on there and has scored some points, which has upped his confidence, and you could see that from the get-go.
All right, and I know Gabe Erickson hit a three-pointer off the bench for you, too. So that's always good to see.
Absolutely. Getting those guys some points at varsity is always great. And, Gabe just keeps finding more and more minutes because he just keeps working hard. And rebounding's been an issue for us all season, and he is never one to not give his best effort. So we love what Gabe gives us.
I think we see the hustle. And Corey Weber, who probably leads the conference in timeouts taken to avoid turnovers, huh?
No doubt. We kind of call him the mop. He always seems to be on the ground, and I always tell the guys, if you're in trouble, call timeout, and man, he listens to it. That's no doubt.
All right, so that's certainly good hustle there. All right, what's coming up for you guys now here?
Well, this is our first game of 4 without a practice. So we got tomorrow, Southwind's coming to town. We know that's going to be tough. They kind of gave it to us the first time around, and then Monday we've got NFV makeup, and Tuesday MFL. So no practice time. I told the guys, try and watch tape if you can tonight, see what worked, see what didn't, and we got to kind of adjust on the fly.
All right, Coach, keep working hard there. We look forward to catching up with you on Tuesday night against MFL Marmac. Good luck to you guys.
Appreciate it, Dan.
Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer and his Warrior team, they dropped that decision tonight. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk with Clayton Ridge coach Kyle Spearschlage. When our postgame show continues after this.
Boy's Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel Garage Doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Moisure Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Moisure Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland Overhead Doors sales and service.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. Your health affects every aspect of your life, and here at Clayton Drug, we are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We deliver a range of services with options to meet your individual needs. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing, to your home or mail delivery, online prescription refill, and a prescription loyalty program. We also have personal and home healthcare items available. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Welcome back once again here to Central. Our final score, Clayton Ridge wins 59-20. We're joined by Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spierschlag. Coach, I know you come into this ball game, again, heavily favored in this ball game, but you guys took care of business early in this ball game. I think the intensity you guys started with was impressive.
Yeah, we did. Got another 10-0 lead right away. We've been shooting the ball really, really well from the perimeter, and I think we hit our first three. Got a few runouts right away, and then after that, I didn't think the first half was as great, but it was a little sluggish. But you're right, got the lead early, and then went from there.
The other thing is, I think the way you guys closed the game in the third quarter with the starters out there, I mean, that was, again, outstanding pressure defense.
Yeah, we had a really, really good third quarter. That's the way we've been starting games. And then with about 3 minutes left in the third, we were able to go 5 for 5 for a little bit and get some other guys in for a while, which was great.
All right, offensively, you led by William Spielbauer with 20 points. Just continues to show the complete game.
Yeah, I want to say he was, I'm going to mess the numbers up, but he's shooting over 50% from the three-point line since break. So shouldn't have said it. I'll probably jinx him now, but he's been lights out.
And that's important there. Caleb Helly had 11 points for you as well. But the big story is those are the only two guys in double figures. You had 9 guys in the scoring column tonight.
That's awesome. I think we had 5 with at least 7, I think. I thought younger Helly had 7. I thought Palmer had 9. I thought maybe Mosier had 7 too. I could be wrong, but yeah.
Cade Palmer had 6. Mosier had 7 in this ball game. You mentioned Caden Helly had 7. So
yeah, I'd rather Tuesday night we had 3 guys in double figures. I'd rather have 5 with 7 or more than have only 2 or 3 in double.
Yeah, obviously they make you guys tougher to defend as well there. Let's talk about some of the guys that came in off the bench for you there, giving you a big lift.
Yeah, even if it wasn't production in the scoring column, I thought when we went to the bench, we played 9 guys right away in the first quarter. In the second quarter, there was no let up from them. There wasn't, they didn't go in and turn it over or miss a rebound or whatever. So just doing their role and that was good.
We've always talked about this, but if this team is to have some success in the later part of the season, it really has to start defensively. I think that's what your team did so well at the end of last season.
Absolutely, without a doubt. I feel like I say this, I'm repeating myself a lot, but not just they're holding the opponents to a certain point total, but getting the turnovers that lead to buckets for us that we need. So you're absolutely, it starts with our defense.
All right, busy stretch for you guys. What's coming up here?
We're actually off tomorrow night, and then we're Midland senior night on Saturday. Then we go 3 big conference games at the end of the year: Key, MFL, and Southwind.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you. Of course, we look forward to catching up with you guys.
Awesome. Thanks.
Once again, Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spierschlag and his Eagle team victorious tonight, 59-20. Quick break. When we return, we'll be back with to wrap up our post-game show after this.
Take on what Mother Nature throws at you with a John Deere 1 Family or 3E Series tractor. With quick hitch capabilities, you can add rear or front snow blades, a snowblower, and a bundle of other attachments. Work better, faster, and more comfortably this year on a John Deere tractor. Come by your local dealer and see why nothing runs like a Deere. Visit Bodensteiner Implement at one of their 10 Northeast Iowa locations today or request a quote online at bodimp.com.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
High school basketball is brought to you in part by Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Myers Auto Service in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door.
Welcome back once again here to Alcater. Our final score tonight, 59-20. It is Clayton Ridge boys winning our boys game tonight, 59-20. Earlier tonight, Central girls victorious. Final score of that ball game was 49-32. As the Warriors won that ball game, holding Clayton Ridge without a point in the second quarter. 17-0 difference in the second quarter. They win by 17. I'm joined once again by Gibson Barons. Let's get your thoughts on our girls' game tonight.
Yeah, you said it. This Central team really exploded in that second quarter after a really lackluster, slow start. And they showed in that second quarter that they are the better team, and that's what you should do at the beginning of the ball game. Punch them in the mouth early like the Clayton Ridge boys did to the Central boys and really just wrap up the game there. But Central kept Clayton Ridge in it. Kudos to Clayton Ridge really fighting back, and I thought they had a really good game plan coming in, but foul trouble happens, and when you're really short and bench with some injuries and stuff like that, that makes it even tougher on you.
Key High defeated the Postville girls tonight, 65-37. North Fayette Valley over New Hampton in overtime, 56-52. Prince of Peace defeated the Edco girls. Final score there, 54-50. Again, our boys final, Clayton Ridge boys win 59-20. Other boys finals tonight, Edco victorious over Prince of Peace. A final score there, 49-36. And at the end of one, New Hampton leads North Fayette Valley 18-9. Going to be a late night there for NFV at New Hampton tonight. That boys game continues, not even to the half yet. Let's get our thoughts here, your thoughts on our boys game.
It basically went how I think everybody expected it. Clayton Ridge came out early, shooting well, defensively played really well in that first quarter, really punched them in the mouth. And then they really kind of relaxed in that second quarter and gradually wore Central down, really expanding that lead, got to 35, got to play a lot of guys. But the 1-3-1 for Clayton Ridge has really taken drastic measures, because I know Coach Spearsluggy has really tried to play that the last couple of years and has now really found his own with that group of guys that he's been molding and bringing them up in that 1-3-1.
All right, and for Central, better effort tonight. Again, you've got some ball games coming up that are going to be tough. You still play Edco, you have MFL Marmac, you have North Fayette Valley. Your hope there is that you get some guys back, get healthy. Obviously, playing without Elliott Kelly is going to be a huge loss for them throughout the rest of this season there. But maybe get into the postseason. If you're playing Starmont in that play-in game, there's a chance to maybe get a tournament win, which they would love to do. Anything to get a positive as they continue to move forward. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Clayton Ridge girls tonight, just a bad second quarter. I think there's still a lot of positive out of that ball game, too.
Yeah, and I think if you take away Delaney Scharf exploding in that second quarter and that third quarter, Camden Deitmeyer was awesome in this ball game. Got going early. Foul trouble really kept her out of it. She was clearly not as aggressive while being in foul trouble, and then she dominated that fourth quarter as well. If they are able to get some more pieces, and too bad they aren't going to get much healthier, but if they were a bit healthy, they could really muddy up some ball games and keep it close.
All right, the positive is we got this game in on this Thursday night. Sorry about our video feed being locked up after halftime. We had a battery issue here on our computer, but the good news is I think we have things finally figured out, which is good. Here we are late in the season, putting it all together, and we're going to be ready for a strong finish on our live video streaming here as we get ready for the postseason. Just like a team there, peaking at the right time. So again, the Central girls, Clayton Ridge boys victorious in our featured games tonight. Quick turnaround for us tomorrow night. We'll be in Postville. It is MFL Marmac at Postville. Chalk Talk begins at around 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow. For Gibson Barons, I'm Dan Barons. My thanks to Briley Erickson for running our camera tonight and Zach Soto for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, and more, go to KCTN.com. Click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative has youth opportunities available. Graduating high school seniors entered in a course of study in the electric field are encouraged to apply for a cooperative scholarship. High school sophomores and juniors whose parents are ACEC members could win an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. Applications are due soon, so hurry. Go to acrec.com for more information.